manager, gonna join me on this live broadcast to Foley, LECC and communication manager. Going to join me on this live broadcast so as to inform you as to what is happening. The Mantika Lamon is also following the live broadcast. He said, I'm following from the LEC comfort zone as to what is where they are with the work. You have to monitor the contractors. Ambassador Ivan Flomo said Liberia is getting better following from the BW IT centered yes, in Kakadama, County. Joseph Sunman Van said impressive job. So that's it. So the MD and all of his deputies are here, to check the level of work being done. Assessment tour, working visit and everything. So the guys from the safety department, I also the contractors.
Solar farm will be placed here, and then you can see that by the end of this year, the construction of a 20 megawatt solar farm, the first ever in the Republic of Liberia, that the Liberian government, through the Liberia Electricity Corporation, will be boasting of the first solar farm in the Republic. And as you can see there are folks there. And today we have the managing director, Honorable Mohammed M. Sharif, his team of deputies, the deputy managing director for administration, Honorable Eric Augustine Fredericks. And then we also have here in attendance the deputy managing director for technical services, is Honorable Mohammed El Sol. He's also here. And then we have the deputy managing director for operations, Honorable Tomo Z Gonkawa. He's also here, along with the managing director, Honorable Mohammed M. Sharif. They are all here in attendance. And Charles, you will get to realize that today is a working visit. Works here has been going on for the past months. And today, as part of the management team on quality assurance and monitoring and supervision, they are here to ensure that they see what is being placed on paper, what has been reported over the period versus the actual. So they are here today. The managing director and his deputy, they are all present. As you may be aware, this project will be commissioning sometimes in November of this year. And the first ever solar farm, a 20 megawatt solar farm, will be commissioned. And you will get to realize that now Liberia will be benefiting from sustainable energy that will reduce gas emission. And this is very significant that Liberia also have a diversification of energy sources. This is what the government through the Liberia Electricity Corporation is doing. And as you can see there, the managing director is also here. So we will join them and then to give you the prologue.
Okay, that's LUCC and communication manager Philip Camara Foley. They're giving us progressive update as we get closer to the contractors.
Mechanism with foreign standing on the gravel. And this area is about 12,000 hectares. And the zone A is going to take about 16,540 panels. And as you see out there, these are the mounting structure where the panels will be laid. We will later on go and see some of the panels that have already been laid. And across there is where the contractor is having their temporary storage with all of the various materials that have been coming from abroad. So we call this area A1. A1 is going to take the panels. We have the internal rows, as you can see, among the panels for maintenance. You have area where maintenance staff will access the panels, and then we have the exterior rows going all around. Across there is where the delivery station will be. We call that A2. It will house the main delivery station, the warehouse, the workshop building, and the security building that will man the plant. So then, after we have looked around, we'll go to zone 4. And then we'll show you also what is happening at zone 4.
So these are the only areas where you have the panels, or you have other areas?
Yeah, we have other areas. Zone 4 will also carry panels. This is zone A.
Zone A.
Yeah, to be more specific, A1 will take the panel and A2 will take the delivery substation.
So all the zones with the panels going to finish by October, November.
Yes, yes.
They will have the first delivery.
Yes.
You know that is not negotiable.
No, we know it's
That timeline
not.
is fixed. It's not a moving target.
yes, exactly.
Good.
So, but just
I
to
just want
introduce-
us to establish so that we know what we say.
we all know what you say.
We already know that October. That's it.
So just to introduce, this is our PIU supervising engineers who are working on the project.
I can see that.
Yeah.
You have 3 male, 2 female.
Yeah.
Fantastic. So it's balanced.
They are the same person, all are doing. Yes, sir.
Yeah,
all are doing.
Yes, they're all like
Thank
that.
you.
Yeah.
All right.
Local contractors.
So as we go along, you will see the construction of the drainages, the internal drainages that will take the water away from
So let
the.
us proceed.
Yes.
Before you start reading again.
We'll just go. Let's go to the panel. I think this is more.
And so that's it there. It was a briefing done by so Reverend Dominic Gunnan is the deputy project manager for the solar farm project. He's been briefing the managing director Mohammed M. Shervin and that of his deputies as the progress being done here as relates to the construction of the solar farm project. So we're now moving gradually. Yeah.
Can't see. So let's go to the fire.
Okay, so
So
what?
as you see, Chief, these are the boxes that house the panels, the module structure.
So these are boxes that house the panels and everything.
We don't have 33 boxes.
So how many continuous years so far?
46 out of the 51 have already
So
arrived.
pretty much you have almost 90% yet.
Yes,
on
yes.
ground.
So we'll now move to where you will see practically the panels being
So
installed.
the remaining continuous is what we're speaking with the MG for, right?
Yeah, it is. It is the remaining container along with the inverters and NV station and other accessories.
Okay.
Yes.
Be careful.
So that's it. Deputy project coordinator
Yeah, that's
Dominic
good.
Queen is briefing the managing director as it relates to work being done and all of his deputies. So one of the current Liberian management team here at the LEC progress, progressive, progressive, I may put it. It's been carried out across the energy sector, uninterrupted electricity supply,
So what you
on
see here is
the
where we
dynamic
have encountered
stewardship.
rocks that we are doing blasting.
So you have to do the
Yes, we have
blasting
to do the blasting and then
concrete.
do the concrete. Yes, sir. And it's one of the challenges we are facing currently, but hopefully it's going to be taken care of. I think we can squeeze ourselves.
I don't know about
I think you ready? This is so amazing. So let's catch up again with Dominic Gono, I see.
So here you see a demonstration of the panels being installed. This is called the panel table with the solar panel. We have two kinds of table. At the solar panel, we have the 28 row and we have the 14 row. This one is what? This one is the 28 row. We have the 14 row at the back there. So what happened? Because of the rock issue we face, we temporarily stop the installation of the panel until we can deal with them. Because the risk is that when we are blasting a rock close to the panel, there's a potential that the panel might be affected.
Oh,
with
get
the-
damaged.
Yes, yes.
Okay.
But we're hoping to resume vigorously next week with the installation of the panel.
So what's the efficiency of the panel?
These panels are about 710 kilowatt panel. So each panel is going to be 710 kilowatt.
What I'm talking about, the output. That's the output per se.
Yes.
But the efficiency, in the sense that is it 23 or 24? The rate, you say 700 rating, right?
Yes, 710. What happened under the project? We have the guarantee power that the contractor is supposed to give in total. Initially, that guarantee power was based upon 690 kilowatt panel. But as solar technology improved, the contractor offer us a better panel. So even if you look at the rating, our hope is that it's going to even perform more than 98-95% on efficiency. Yes.
In addition to that, the panels are by fascia.
Yes.
But underneath too, we can generate power from underneath.
All right.
Yes.
So we have some panels
Yes.
underneath,
Oh, yes.
which
Yes.
will give us
Yes.
additional 25% of energy.
Yes. Even though, as per the contract, the bifacial effect is not guaranteed, but this is an extra capacity that is going to come. And one of the good things about the rack is that the rack is going to even improve the efficiency better than the grass, because the sunlight is going to bounce on the rack and also reflect on the panels. Yes.
Panels are already mounted.
Yes.
Because the issue of vegetation.
The main contact is the
So are we still
plant
going
manager of
to
McCarthy Hydro Power Plant.
you feel deeply with that, or we'll just stay at this?
So under the contractor scope is they're supposed to provide 100 coverage of gravel. So what we're going to do as the PRU, as the finishes, we're going to check. So every area that we think doesn't meet our requirement, they're going to add the gravel or manually, because when you have the panel installed, it's difficult to roll it. It's going to be slow, but it's durable. It can be done. So maybe we can look at one of the.
It's going to be slow, but it's durable. It can be done. Voice of the deputy project manager of the solar farm project. Governor Gunn.
Yes.
So Mohammed also.
So we have the 14 panel down there. So this is basically. Yes.
Okay, that's fine.
So with the process that's not going on.
Yes, we have to go back. No, we have to.
I know. That's why you are a good contractor.
So the beaches, this is a working assessment visit by the managing director and his deputies,
You know,
aimed at
sometimes
assessing the work being done.
contractors go the extra mile.
Yes,
It's also good for your reputation.
exactly.
You understand? Once you do so, it's added to your own resume as a contractor. You said you're going to complete, in spite of all the difficulties, you weather the storm, you cut through everything, you deliver. That's a good thing. I know there are difficulties, but I know you will deliver. Even what I've seen so far, certainly you will. Not might. God willing, you will. Yeah. Yeah. So we look forward coming back here October, November. So put the first light on. And of course, we will expedite the best to make sure the option, like we were talking in there, select the best option, the one that will give the value to us as a country. Then, on the basis of that, you will tell us when exactly you're going to finish stage 2, which is the battery.
So brief discussion with the contractors and that of the managing director there. So call for Williamson said Liberia is getting better.
So just to point out, you will notice that the panels have been positioned strategically in various locations to make it easy to remove, unbox them, and place them accordingly on the tables.
Call A just in time.
Yes.
That's how they call in project management, right?
Yes. Yes.
You bring all the material on site.
Yes.
Once you're ready for it, then you just move it. You just move it.
So that's it. We on this assessment for high level assessment for working visits. So later we're going
So
to
as
touch
it
on
is now, we will get back in the car, drive past the delivery station site, and just go to zone 4, just for you to have an idea of the next area where the next month. Thank you, sir.
So that's it. As it is, we're going to be going to another site again. From there, a briefing going to be done. So let's make our way through. Yeah. So let's come to the comment section. We've been very, very basic with the tour. Abraham Colley said congratulations on Thomas Z. Gongaran and on Mohammed M. Sharif. Kelvin Michael said good job. Wata Lucen said good job, managing director Mohammed M. Sharif. So when else we're going to be going those? Let's come to those following the live broadcast. Here today we are right at the Mancoffey hydropower plant at the construction site of Liberia's first ever solar farm project. Today, the managing director Mohammed M. Sharif and his deputies, including Tambok Z. Gongawan, deputy for operation, Mohammed El So, deputy for technical services, and Honorable Eric Augustine Fredericks, the deputy for administration, or here at the Liberia Legislative Corporation, have deemed it prudent, expedient to make this high-level working visit here at Liberia's first ever solar farm project that is under construction. So they have come to do their own assessment, to engage the contractors to understand where challenges are and how those challenges can be worked upon in order to deliver on time. So let's come to the comment section again. Aaron Wimpier said, very good job. Who's here? Miles Edwin Bassett said, good job. So there are a lot of positive commendation coming from across the globe to the current Liberian management team as it relates to work being done on the construction of Liberia's first ever sort of farm project that is right here in District Number 1, Morrison County, Harrisburg, at the Mancoffey hydropower plant. Morris Mion Japetet said, this is what Liberia as a country need, proactive step. Kudos, Mike said, kudos to the management team. This was a significant help during the dry season. Definitely, this is aimed at reducing the power outages that
Hello. Good evening, everyone. Good evening. Welcome to the Nightly Exchange. I'm your host, Amy, from Marshall Territory. Welcome. Thank you for being here with us this evening and watching some progress that is going on in our country and we're excited about lights, LECs. So soon, hopefully soon, we'll put that whole light story behind us, right? From what we've seen so far. We gotta give it up to Honorable Muhammad Shabby. He is doing an awesome job. We gotta give it up to him. That's why we always talk about Liberians who know their craft, right? Who have the expertise anyway in different countries and giving it to them. This guy was part of what the CLSG something, and as the president went to Sierra Leone, like, what are you doing here? Your country needs you. Come home and do something. We need you. And he, he was on the next flight to Liberia to deliver for his country, and he's doing an awesome job. And we should point that out. Whenever people are doing their job, we gotta give them their flowers while they are still alive. So kudos to Honorable Muhammad Sharif. We appreciate you, bro. So thank you for being here with us tonight. We're on Facebook and YouTube on Liberia Watch News. As you go to our YouTube, please subscribe. You guys are watching, but you're not subscribing to the YouTube. That is not nice. That's not nice. Don't do that. Subscribe, share the show, and let other people know to come in and hang out. This is the evening show. We come in and hang out with us. Nightly exchange. Unfiltered. My co-host Terrell would say it's unfiltered. We got it when we come here. So tell somebody to come and join us so we can do this. All right. Let me bring Terrell on. So hey Terrell, how are you?
I'm doing well. How yourself? What's going on with you, Amy? What's happening? How's your day?
Can't complain. God is good. That's all I can say. So I'm alive. I'm healthy.
God is good all the time.
And I'm thinking Liberia. So I'm doing well.
Fantastic.
And I can clearly see you doing the same too. It looks a little tired, but
yeah, a little tired. Being a hectic summer for me personally. Trying to move and doing different things.
Right. I can tell that the background is not background. It doesn't look like the last one. I've seen that background for 2 years, so I know what it looks like.
I bet. Oh, exactly. So it tells you now. The past few days I've been operating from my cell phone at the new place.
Right.
Now I'm back to the old place. I'm now fully, all this stuff. I still got my background, but yeah, man. Look, it's fantastic. You've been a healthy summer, trying to, relocate and then changing school for my daughter and all that stuff, paperwork and all that stuff. Just too much. Then you have to go to work on top of all that again. Come on the show, talk about the Liberian pool situation. I mean, a lot of stuff happening, man. But hey, that's why being a man or woman is not easy, man.
Right. Thank you for adding a woman on there, because if you're the woman,
I had to add that on there because now we live in a very sensitive world now. You can't. It's not man. You know what I'm saying?
No, if the man is in at home, yes.
No, I mean,
glory, but you had some household that is just a woman, right? Running things.
You have to.
Why. Yeah, that's why we try to add that on there.
And I've been well of that lately because since I have my little daughter and I just want women representation now more than ever before. I mean, I've always been there for women as far as
Pan-Africa. What is this?
Right.
What is the face for the Pan-Africa? Okay.
Yeah, right. So
the people.
I just feel like women leadership tend to bring stability. Except you're not Hillary Clinton.
No, I don't wear pants. I don't wear suits.
That's another question for another day. But yeah, I suppose all women leadership except Hillary Clinton. But yeah, that would be another conversation for another day. But yeah, I mean, I've been fantastic. How about you?
Yeah, I'm blessed. I'm good.
A different look again today. Hey, Marshall Territory, man. Marshall Territory representing you. That's
what we do in Marshall.
That is good.
Even the monkeys that cross the water, they got fashion.
Yes.
They will tell you in Marshall.
That's right.
Yeah. So right. So We have one of our sister, a Liberian sister, who is in the music business. See, I don't know if you have that set up.
Well, I'm working on it. I'll get it up and I'll let you know.
Her name is Kitty Jenny. She's in the music business, and she wanted us to, like, promote her song on the show. She have a TV coming out, and she wanted us to give her a little promo, right? So we've been trying to. I wanted to do it this whole week, but
I think I got it set up. Amy, not to cut you. Sorry.
Okay, so we're gonna play a little bit, and from there, play a little bit, and then play in the middle of the show and at the end of the show, and then she will come here later on, maybe tomorrow or Saturday, to, kind of talk about the album. So this is the cover. It's called Conversation. So you can go ahead and play
from all of my pain.
Yeah, okay.
I can't show the real me, 'cause I'm so afraid. I've been scared to accept me for who I am, thinking they'll judge me if I ask for him. I've been pretending to be okay, but the truth is I'm not. I've allowed darkness to take over me. Now I'm broken and lost. Somebody help me out here. I'm surrounded by all my fears. The more I keep calling, the more I get stuck. Nobody seems to care enough. It's closing in on me, and nobody's listening. The more I keep calling, the more I get stuck. Nobody seems to care enough. I tried to pass the night with a glass of wine, reminding myself yet again I'll be fine. I've been lying to myself, said it's all a dream, but reality is calling, and now I can barely sleep. I've been pretending to be okay, but the truth is I'm not. I allowed darkness to take over me. Now I'm broken and lost. Somebody help me out here. I'm surrounded by all my fears. The more I keep calling, the more I get stuck. Nobody seems to care enough. It's closing in on me, and nobody's listening. The more I keep calling, the more I get stuck. Nobody seems to care enough. It's closing in on me. Is anyone listening? I'm tired of calling to my time is up. I hope somebody cares enough.
Somebody care. Whoa. Whoa. Sensational. Amy, you're muted. Sensational.
I think that was the second track. The first single is the.
That was the second. If that was the second, I mean, I only got one though. I only got one.
Yeah, I have this one in the I don't know how we're gonna play this. If it's not gonna be a problem.
We can play that in the middle of the show.
Yeah, we'll play this in the middle of the show. I hope it doesn't, something. But yeah, that was Kitty Jenny, that your Liberian sister. Go to Automac and Automac, one of them, and down low and support her. Like I said, I told y'all before, we have to break this generational curse. That thing where Liberians don't support each other. We see that on Facebook a lot. People there trying to bully people who need support. Let's talk about it a little bit, Teray, because it's been on my mind. This boy, Christopher the Change in Liberia.
The Change, yeah. Well, yeah, that's government name, Christopher.
I get a whole signature, a whole social security, everything.
Yeah.
But yeah, Chris the Change. What is that?
Christoph.
Oh, Christoph.
Yeah.
Christoph.
Yeah, Christoph the Change.
But anyway, so I think him and his wife had a problem, right? He couldn't step out on her and things.
Long story.
Yeah, and then I think they couldn't fix that thing, and then they.
I think he married another.
He didn't marry her. He was something with her, but he did not marry her. Yeah, he was still married to the one.
They got married.
No, they didn't. He was still married to the one here.
I saw the wedding picture.
It was just picture. I'm telling you.
Well, look, like I said, if it was just picture, then obviously, yeah. Because I cannot attest, I saw them in the church.
He didn't marry her. He cheated with her, but he didn't marry her. So apparently, him and his wife fixed things, right? And the girl left from here and went down
I believe London
for the show and everything in Liberia from here. She's in North Carolina. Yeah. Oh. So she went down and everything, and people. Oh my God. People like CC Maintain, other people on Facebook trying to bully this girl.
Especially women. I mean, it's
women. In other community, like the Nigerian community, the people who don't want to be so much like. We had two of those things happening there. And guess what? The support was all for the married woman. Which everybody was saying that makes sense, right, Teray?
Of course.
Because that's his wife. But in our community, in our Sikh community, which we act like we like each other, but we don't. You got these grown women on the internet and bullying this girl, talking about her skin being polka dot or something wrong. She's bleaching, and it was a tattoo.
It was not even like bleaching or anything like that.
These Indian.
The lady had the Malian design that women can do on their feet and stuff.
Right.
Like those flower kind of looking thing, and that's what she had on her feet. Like my sister, my
I don't blame them for thinking that. When you look at it, it sort of looks like that. But you have a lot of and then you have a lot of Liberian people out there now bleaching. They don't even know us from the real one.
But that lady from there looking at her, she definitely don't look like someone who bleach.
You should know that's different from bleaching people, but I guess that's what it was with her. She did touch, she was bleaching, and it was just that stuff. And even if you touch that, why would you even come out and put that out there?
Like, who cares? I mean,
People are doing that out there. That's their business. If anything back or out of that, that's them to deal with. Why would you, if you want to be a friend or whatever to her, which I don't think she was trying to be, go in her inbox, right?
So the sad part about it, right? So I listened to Hayes and me thing. She said, "Oh, I was just trying to be a sister. We're trying to just look out." No, that's not how you do that.
That's not how you
right. There's absolutely nothing. Then she's gonna go as far as saying, best. I recommend Best Gallo. She got.
Who's that?
Like, what are you talking about?
That's the girl that said the bleaching. Somebody was saying
Best Gallo is like a good friend of mine. She, you know what I mean, like a sister who been in the social media space for a minute, and she got a business. She she actually like in Delaware
business.
Yeah, she does these cosmetic, like business and stuff, like cream and people that are recording.
I don't know her, so I can, I'm not on social media. That's all I know.
No, but you should know her because she the one who was selling out those plot of land in Marshall territory. So you should know that.
That girl was trying to sell my land.
The light skinned lady.
Oh,
yeah.
That's her.
Best Gallo.
That's okay.
That's Best Gallo. Yeah. So she got people that are recovering from bleaching and stuff like that and want to refine or retune or at least regain their, you know what I mean, their natural, because people that bleach, they got some, like dark spot and all of that stuff, especially around those nipples area, you know what I mean? Those are the stubborn spot, right? You know what I mean? you have to definitely go Michael Jackson style to try to get that off there. So according to her, like she Best Gallo. So that's our recommendation. Like, bro, who asked you for a professional recommendation, man?
Yeah.
I also understand, but these social media want to be sensational. They're always trying to create content, right? They're always trying to create a talking point, and they don't care whether it's actually,
they're crossing their boundaries.
Somebody else. They don't care. It's ridiculous, sad, bro.
Yeah, so it's ridiculous, and I told when I seen that, I was like, this is not good at all. I mean, this can't be us. Why should we keep like, it's like somebody call you a thief and you going ahead and doing it and keep stealing and all over the place. So yeah, you are a thief. Why should we keep answering to these, narratives that we don't like each other, we're jealous of each other, or this and that? That is disgusting. And I admire, like, it was something about this guy, this Nigerian actor and the singer on Two-Face and his wife too.
Two-Face and Libya.
Yeah, and the way they treated their wives, the Nigerian community gather, like they rally around their wives with that support, because those are the wives, and those are the ones that that was treated wrongly, and they just rally up that support. You're not even, it's already traumatizing, right? Somebody going through stuff like that. The support from their community will get you out of that trauma and that stuff. I think that's what people need to consider. But for some reason, I don't know, if you're trying to create your content and get money, you have to think, and Cece Mentee is the last person I would think that after her, a deal, right? With her marriage, I think she would be the last person that would do something like that. But apparently, I guess the suppress, always trying to oppress, looking for somebody else to do that. So we need to break out of that circle of we don't support each other. So go and support Kitty, and download her music from Automax and wherever, Apple Music too. I think it's on Apple Music and everything. And she'll be here to talk about these songs. In the middle of the show, we'll play you her other song.
Not today, maybe on a little day, right?
Or maybe at the end of the show. Because we played the wrong song. That was the second other song. What? So yeah. Thank you. So yeah, Tabray. That's all that I'm gonna say to that. And we're just gonna get into the show right now. And let's hear what's in your mind.
Oh, plenty on my mind. Plenty. The team plenty.
So So small.
First of all, shout out to the First Lady. Happy birthday, Madam First Lady. I wish you all of the success.
Today on my birthday?
Today on my birthday. You know, may you live long, may you live to
Amen.
To enjoy your retirement and everything like that, man. In great health, prosperity, live long to enjoy your grandkids.
Amen.
And your children actually, and your grandkids. So yeah, so the father you celebrate her birthday today. But yeah, a lot on my mind. You know, seeing a lot of stuff. I mean, you know, I touched based on the fact that there's a need to have some regulation on the proliferation of religion in the country. And
regulation?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like there has to be some regulation.
They do have that here, right?
Huh?
We do have that here in the U.S., right?
Well, of course. I mean, not everybody going.
You have to get some kind of some license called something.
Exactly, right. So, you know, not
in the areas too. You have to know what you put in that building. If it's in a residential area, like
right, and then it has to be safe, like no loudspeaker. You know, like
you gotta do a soundproof.
Soundproof, no loudspeaker. You know, not everybody subscribe to a religious ideology.
Yeah.
And you're not supposed to disturb people. So you go in Liberia, you got all these sound bags going all over the place. And I know very well it's inconveniencing to a lot of people. But most especially, there just didn't need that people are taking advantage of poor people. So I said it. I said they think we saw it happen in Rwanda, where Paul Kagame had to close almost, 1,000 worship centers and ask the pastors and imams to go get theology degree. So you very serious? Oh yeah, because if you need to have certain qualification to be able to you know what I mean, to preach.
Oh yeah, you have to be ordained,
right? Because at the end of the day, like people that commands the pulpit or the minbar, that's the name of the one in Islam, right? You need to have certain theological, training, right? You need to know all of your do's, your don'ts. You need to have certain level of morality, Integrity. You can't be a scammer. You can't be someone who's just in a business to scam people off.
Yeah.
Right? Like the one who saw it last time. Trying to turn somebody's mind to a witchcraft. They say a success is your mother.
Stop.
You know what I mean? So all of these things. So I seen that on Spoon. Spoon actually ran with it yesterday and today.
Oh my God, that was funny.
That the administration is actively trying to institute that. These are things, when you see these things happening in a country, Amy, it tells you that the government is paying attention to every sector. It's telling you that government is paying attention. And these are something that the orator spoke about. Pastors, imams, you have responsibility to the nation. What you say on those microphones have a reverberating impact.
Absolutely.
on your constituents. So everybody that go over there should not just be everybody. It should be people that have impeccable moral, or jurisdictionary, of goodness. Not just anybody just go out there and just start talking. Because you know how to talk, then you can be able to sound fool, Because if you look at it in America, what happened? What happened in Jonestown? Remember? Jonestown?
Oh, the guy that made his congregation drank the poison.
Exactly. So if you not protect your people, that's how you get somebody radical. They radicalize the mind of their
But he didn't drink it though.
Of their congregation. Yeah, he shot himself though.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
because
he didn't drink the thing, but he shot himself in the head when the FBI and people are closing up on him.
Yeah.
But yeah, so this is a right step in the right direction. I think it shows that the president, they in fact listening to some of the recommendations made by the orator, and he's acting on some of them. So back to you, Amy.
Yeah, that's but I don't know if that is the truth because I heard some people trying to make it sound like it's a bad thing. I heard it and I thought it was a good thing too. But then people are trying to turn it out to be like a bad thing. I don't think they're saying the government is banning. Instead they're trying to regulate. What's wrong with that? Like Teresa said, a lot of worship centers or whatever they call them, church and mosques, they're scammy people. We have to. Don't get me wrong. We better know they're real from the fake these days. Everybody are labeled as fake, and that's not fair. That's not fair at all because you do have some genuine man of God, woman of God, and imams and stuff out there, but the rest of them, the people that are there, that's scamming people, they got people labeling everybody now as a scam, and it's unfair to them, especially the ones that went to school and have these degrees and were ordained to do this job. And I just get up one day because I work on the pastor, so I can open my own church. I work on it. Yeah, no, you don't. That's too many. You go low zero, and that's the from Monday to Sunday. The whole neighborhood is noisy, and just to get offering and so. Lord forgive me. I'm not judging anybody. I'm just talking about the
No, for me, I'll be judging Amy.
I'm just talking about the poor who are being like, should I say, hypnotized? Because some of those funny stuff to real when I see them sometimes be like, okay, you have to have your own thinking to know that this is not real. Are they hypnotizing these people? What is going on here? But yeah, I think it's a good thing. I don't see it to be bad if it's true.
You see, one thing I know, right? You cannot drag yourself out of poverty by being the best worshiper. I'm sorry. Look, I pray 5 times a day. You know what I'm saying? But guess what? I still got to go to work. I still got to go hustle. I still got to do some gig work on the side to get extra income. I need to do all of these things, right? If I just say, okay, let me just sit and just pray to God 5 times a day. Let me fast and pray. It's not going to work. Your prayer leads you. Your prayer plus your hard work and determination and your drive lead you to success, not your prayer alone. You can pray for 1 year straight. You'll still be poor. There is no miracle to success. There is no miraculous dream or something that will lead you to success. It's plus hard work and determination in prayer, right? So the thing is, we cannot allow you go in Labrador right now. Every corner you go to, there is a religious center. Every block, every open field, there is something there. They're taking away all the children. They're taking away all the children recreational centers. All the little feet. Anybody who get 50 chair, that person has started something.
Line it up.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's crazy. It's getting out of control. You cannot get yourself out of poverty by being the best worshiper. Even God that created us, right? And the reason I say Sunday, go worship me. Friday, go do your worship. The rest of the day, do what you got to do.
No, we have Bible studies. We have Saturday nights and stuff, but they're not from Monday to Sunday.
And when is Bible study?
Bible study. Bible study for some people is on Wednesday. Some people are Tuesdays. Everybody have different days on there, right? To do that. And the thing about it, I don't think they're trying to get out of poverty by doing that. They're trying to get some people to do that to get more offering because every time the people come in the church, they call that offering.
Yeah, but I mean, I
be there for Monday to Sunday. You collecting offering at home, so maybe that's why some of them are. That's why they're doing it. But
I used to go to Bible study with some of my friends. I mean, back in college and even high school, like we used to go. I used to go sit down there, right?
You guys.
But you know what I'm saying, right? But Bible study was always in the afternoon, like after 1 hour.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I'm talking about 12 midday. You got people on these fields around town, everywhere. Every open space, soccer field. Anybody, like I said, anybody who get a boombox speaker, that person is a goal. You cannot have a country like that. You can't have a useful population. They want to religiously indoctrinate everybody. No country, no thriving country have subjected a citizen to be a religious fanatic. They don't work. You got to work. You got to work.
Do you think we're like that in our country because there's no job?
Amy, I don't think we like that, right? But sometimes you need to show people other ways. And this is where government need to come in sometimes and say, we're going too far in this other way. How can we discourage the other trend? All right. You know, you have to do that. That's why people look up to government and people in high places to be that moral judge to make these decisions. You know, or else if you leave everybody to just do everybody thing, everybody gonna join you. And someone see Vagabine traveling in a late church, guess what? My next man, I said, I'm going to open my own too.
Amy might be the next mother too.
So the other man said, yeah, my man, I'm going to open my own mosques. So mosques are getting planted too, the same way. Even in Philadelphia, yeah. You got mosques everywhere. Like, bro, what's up? You go to the one, you can't even get 100 people, but then you open another one, then you open another one. What's going on? You know what I'm saying? Because everybody just getting greedy. Everybody want to open their own thing to entice other people to come around. It's happening everywhere. One Ivorian artist said it, Tiken Jah Fakoly. You know what I'm saying? You know, and he said it. The Christian, the Muslim, everybody just opening churches, blocks. You know, come on, man. Like, we need to come to our senses. So Paul Kagame saw that thing to be a problem. He said, no. Shut everything down. Bring your degree. Let's see. Thank you. Back to you, Amy.
Yeah. Hey, you guys. Hey, welcome, Sendage. Welcome. How are you guys doing? I'm still on what's on your mind, and which is so. If you guys want to touch on this,
I want to talk on what we were talking about too, and I agree with. Look, today there are more churches and mosques in Liberia than schools and factories. That is the reality. In Philadelphia, in my own county, there are about 26 Liberian churches. In Philadelphia alone, 26. Some of them out. I don't know their name, but the one that I know, that I can look on piece of paper and say, this one, no. In counting, 26 of them. None of them has more than 200 membership.
Yep.
You understand? And that because I only count Philadelphia, I didn't even count, Boston County, Pennsylvania on that side. Just in Philadelphia.
Not even Delaware County too.
No, Delaware County included because in Corwin, in Lansdale, Springfield, Glenwood, and other places included. But I just put it together according to the Philadelphia area because it's the southwestern, northeast southwestern area there, yeah. And the reason being,
go ahead, Anthony froze.
You there?
I think somebody caught that man.
Yeah. Go ahead, Mama.
What's on my mind? First of all, I'd like to, ask us to give a moment of silence for the.
That's one of our topic, please.
Lots of, but that's on my mind. What's on my mind is the tragic loss of those government officials in Ghana today. The fatal helicopter crash that took the lives of the defense minister of Ghana and the science and environmental minister, including 6 others. May their gentle souls rest in peace. You know, Ghana is for me, it's a home for me. People don't know, it's just not about Budu Camp. I actually was living in Ghana. I was a resident in Ghana, where I live in Takoradi, the third capital. Went to school there. I attended the Takoradi Polytechnic. You know, I did 1 year and then left. So Ghana is so dear to me. And my condolences to the family of those who lost their lives today in that fatal crash. So, yeah, what's on my mind concerning this whole church thing? Look, freedom of worship is enshrined in our Constitution, right? But even, you know, is everyone right to open a church or whatever? But the way it is done, and I agree with my brother, the way it's done in Liberia, it's not only the churches, right? Even schools. Look, there is no, the way the town and city planning is done in Liberia is such that once there's no district or the way the zoning laws in Liberia, where this zone is commercial zoning area, where it's only allocated for commercial purpose. Residential zoning area, where when you buy land, it's only restricted to put the residential home. Industrial zoning is dedicated for industrial complex or whatever stuff. In Liberia, it's not like that. So you see anyone, then let alone people just putting loudspeaker outside. That is even the worst thing. Only that, and then the commercial too get no restriction. People get loudspeaker, Lone Star phone, Lone Star data, Orange data. We need to find a way where the city council, the Montreal City Corporation, all the city council, we have to come together where they have to do what we call zoning laws. Zoning laws. It can start from the new city, like we're going to start with whatever new city is. Like, look, when you buy a house, when you buy land on this side, this land is considered. If you're buying land for residential stuff, they will show you where to go and buy land. You cannot, if you buy land, this is allocated for. This was the zoning law specifically earmarked this place for for commercial purpose. It earmarked this place for residential. How it's supposed to be. Then everything will not be mixed up, right? You know, it's like once it is done that way, we won't infringe on the right of people. Because now if you start going forth like regulating them and whatever, they will say, "Oh, no religious tolerance." The next thing, the opposite, in Liberia, small thing, government try to interfere, do stuff. So all the government needs to do is tell them no loudspeaker, do your worship inside within the confines of your ward, and don't disturb others. But until the government try to enforce this zoning law, where going forward when you're buying land in the country, they should have the entire country zone where they have commercial district, they have residential district, and they have industrial district. So when you're buying land, they tell you that if you're buying land for building your personal house, this is where you can buy land and whatever. And schools, people also schools. Everybody here look at the living room and make out of school, their house. And then that also create noise in the environment. When kids comes out for recess, they're jumping here and there, and they have teachers are giving instruction while you
with the population.
Everything is missed. So unless we put our house together, the government try to bring out the regulation. We have the town city council do the proper zoning and stuff. This is not going to stop. And the only thing the government can do is to restrict on the noise. Your no more megaphone outside the church. Do your stuff inside, and how loud it should be, you should tune it down, or else then they because where your right stuff is where someone else's begin. So if you cause they give you 1 or 2 citations, and you don't they come and close down your church. It should start up that way. But then the government also needs to do her part.
Okay, so let me read this. We're talking about regulating the church and something, but here there was this report out there, and the Ministry of Information came out and clear it out. It said we are compelled to clarify that the reports about plans by the government of Liberia to impose taxes on churches and mosques operating within the country are entirely false and without merit. This report are fake news and malicious fabrications intended to create unnecessary confusion and mislead the public. We urge the citizens to disregard such unfounded claim and remain focused on the government ongoing development initiative. So, okay, so why we're saying this about regulating on, where they should or who should operate. There's reports saying that the government was going to add taxes. I think trying to rather people are like they're bringing more burden on you, kind of something like that. But go ahead, Anthony.
Yeah, taxes. No, taxes should not fall on a church and mosque or any religious thing. But so what we are talking about, regulation or zoning, we already have a proper, clear-cut zoning law in Liberia. The only difference, people are not following it. I always told people, Liberia is one of those countries in Africa that have good laws on the books. Good laws on the books. The idea that, we should always keep continuing. No, we can make amendment to those laws, fine. But zoning law already there. They just don't care. You see people build house over a fire hydrant. They know it's a fire hydrant. They build over
terrible.
It. You see people see a septic tank and build over a septic tank. Look, in Liberia is where I see people don't respect the thing they call the rule of law or common decency to the next person. I personally knock on a church door in Liberia and tell them to put that microphone, the speaker inside. They started service around 4 a.m. The thing was so loud.
4 a.m.?
Yes.
Was it a tired?
This 4 a.m. They praying. They did that for Ali. I thought it was going to be half hour. So I said, I said at 4 a.m. it would not be long. They kept on out to 6 a.m. They keep praying. So I went there knocking the door. I said, do me a favor. Can you put it in? At first they started hostile. What do you mean? We're praying. The spirit of God. I said, look, the spirit not stupid. I got look in the Memphis. I said, the spirit not stupid. And God is not an author of confusion. You want to quote Bible scripture? We join with the Bible scripture. I said, what did the Bible say? Is you pray dead loud and disturb other people? Show me a scripture that says that. I said, the Bible gave you common sense. Aren't you know that other people sleeping? Do you not have common sense that they think? I said, first of all, the spirit jump out of you because if the spirit were in you will not be yelling at me. I was supposed to be yelling and not even yelling to begin with. So the voice went from yelling to calm down to whatever. Later on, they won't invite me to the church. I said, me, I will not come to the church because first of all, the spirit is supposed to discipline you first. Oh. You can't do this. This is not biblical. So they're just how can you put a speaker of the church and out there only 7% were in that money? They all loud. God answering the broken heart, a fervent prayer. Not how loud you are. Right. It's how sincere and convicted you are in your heart. So people should understand this thing here. The matter that you in the community and you just put the speaker outside does not make you spiritual. It just shows another part of you that you need to address. I am not against religious stuff. But when people try to spiritualize everything, then we got to tell them they're crossing the line. And many of them, you close that Bible and ask them questions from the Bible, they can even quote 10 scripture on top of their head. But you put a speaker out. Every day you're doing that. Don't do yourself that way. Now, it comes to school. The zoning in school, what school is supposed to be? In Liberia, the zoning law said if you build a duplex here, somebody should not build a Zimran right there. In the zoning law of Liberia.
Really?
Yes.
Well, they're not following that.
Every community have a specific design in Monrovia that is supposed to follow.
Wow.
The distance from the street, how far away your house is supposed to be from the street. Everything is spelled out there. The footage.
That is crazy. Whoa.
The layout of Monrovia.
Welcome, Shirley.
It's out there. Let me tell you today. What street lights supposed to be? What stop signs supposed to be? What fire hydrant supposed to be? Everything is laid down. People just don't care, and they don't have a leader who will compel them to. You understand? In Liberia, we also have the customary law, which is the traditional law, where you can pay dowry and marry someone, and that dowry marriage is even more valuable than in the church. People don't follow these things. So Liberia have good laws. Nobody should fool you. They just don't respect the law. And the people that are supposed to respect the law are the very first to break the law.
Yeah.
Many government officials today using LEC, they're not paying. They bribe by even stealing LEC. Then the community jump them too. Most of government officials today don't pay LEC bill on time. They don't. And the thing is cool. If you don't pay your bill, how LEC gonna run?
Right.
How you expect LEC to run? So part of all the reason too, it goes back to job creation. People don't have job. They come up with crazy way to create way to get money from people. Everybody seeing vision. Everybody giving prophecy. Everybody. God is not an author of confusion. Your owner praying that the Bible even talk about the one who failed to feed his household is more than an infidel.
Yeah.
The Bible says that you should provide for your household. You should provide for your household. No food for lazy man. You should provide. Even faith without action is dead. Faith without works is a dead faith. You can't say, I believe in Christ today. You be praying, and guess it, I'm going to cross your leg. And food will come from outside walking on. It will never happen. You got to go out there and do something. And in the process of doing it, somebody can bless you and do it all, give you a contract or give you something. That whole day, want to spiritualize everything is not going to happen. Oh, when God wanted to happen, God don't want over 8 billion human beings in the world. Like when you alone prayer, God can answer. You better work out in the money. Like let piece of cassava, so you got to go, buy or go plant corn or do something with your hand and get something for yourself. Go clean somebody's grass behind a house or clean somebody's drainage for them to pay you. Do it. At least you're not stealing. At least you're not begging. So that's what we need to do. I want to end with this point that we have good laws. Another thing again is the land dispute. GPS coordinates work in
Liberia. That's our scope right now. Let's really come in. We'll talk about that.
Oh, okay, good. So there's Sister Kim. Sister, welcome.
Sure.
Thank you so much. It's good to be on here after so many months. Yes. Yeah, been extremely busy with work, life, and other things in the middle, the ministry and all of that. But I'm happy to be on here. I've actually tried getting on yesterday as well, but I was at the back for a little bit and then I left. But yeah, it's good to see all of you. And thanks to our beautiful sister Amy for holding it down, and to each and every one of you. Say that again.
And say hey.
Yeah, I mean, thanks to all of you for holding it down. I really do miss you guys and looking forward to, coming on once in a while. I can't promise every day for sure, but I'll make it the effort to come on once in a while. And yeah. And funny fact, I was telling Nelson, I said, Nelson, I'm gonna go on there, and I don't want the guys to think it's because of my birthday, but I was intentionally coming on yesterday. But today happened to be my birthday, so make it even better. But I didn't come on because
Happy
of my
birthday.
Thank you.
Happy birthday.
Yeah, thank you. As you can see at the background, I'm still working on my birthday. On a
Happy birthday. Happy birthday.
How long are we celebrating this birthday?
Always
this
working.
one, and I'm always working. This one I'm gonna celebrate it till my daughter's birth month, which is October. So I'm off for the whole month, and I'm coming to your time to next week.
Houston?
No, I think to
Yeah,
I'm gonna be
coming to Philly.
I'm gonna be in PA next.
The devil is a liar. Come back.
Her village book don't allow her to talk to
Your village book.
Yeah.
Hey, Titus, welcome. How are you?
What's up, Titus?
So we're gonna move on, right? From where Momo started from. We're gonna to give our condolences to our neighbors, our friends.
Okay, I'm sorry. Somebody was calling me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Ghana today we have a sad news that Sister confirmed dead in a Ghanaian Air Force Z9 helicopter crash in Ghana.
Oh no.
Within an hour after they took off, the helicopter was reported missing after taking off from the Accra. According to the Ghana Air Force, they lost communication with the Z9 pilot. And the next thing they know, it came down. So with 8 persons on board, and these are the 8. The sergeant picture was not in the.
What a tragedy, man.
Yeah, so it's a sad day today for Ghana and us as Africans. So we just wanted to give our condolences to Ghana, and no.
And one thing is a couple of videos are going around about Dr. Edward Omani Boamah, who is the Minister of Defense. When Daddy Lumba, one of the Ghana musical legends, the way he and then when also they want to lay the wreath for former President John Evans Atta Mills. That day, you could see Dr. Boamah, walking, in, to pay his respect to. It was just a week ago or two, So it's funny how, today life and tomorrow is not promised, These guys were just here day before yesterday. They were all having fun just to get on the military helicopter to go from one location to another, and then this tragic incident occur. I just want to, wish my sincere condolences to the family, man, because they are the one that are going through the toughest time. And the people of Ghana, including the government, these are dark days in the nation history. Seeing all their leaders just went out of this war. We need that twinkle of an eye. They are no more. It's a sad thing for Ghana and the people. So we just want to extend our condolences.
Yeah, this is sad. This is a national tragedy. And my heartfelt condolences, man, to the entire Ghanaian, citizens, the entire country, and their loved ones. Obviously, you can't. There's no country that can withstand this the enormity of such loss. I mean, talking about these are professional to the T.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And to have all of these people just, like a blink of an eye, man, just go like that. I mean, obviously, there are competent people in Ghana to just step in and continue to steady affairs of that country that is just on a roll right now in Africa, but it cannot take away see the tragic aspect of it. This is sad. This is really, really sad. These are people, moral leaders, not just their role in government, but their role in communities, and just being, like people, inspirational leaders and all of that stuff. So it's a very sad thing. My heart goes out to all of them, their family, their relatives, their friends, and the entire country. Back to you, Amy.
Yeah.
That's really sad. Really, 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 really.
Anthony, then Shirley. You guys got something to say? Just
I think you got it. You still have the picture up, but yes, I think. But go ahead, Anthony.
No, go ahead, Shirley. I got you, my sister.
Oh, I mean, like I think everyone has said it all, but it's really heartbreaking to just wake up in the morning and say you're going to work. Um, leaving your family and just for them to get the news to say you are no more. It's really sad, and it just actually remind me of why me personally celebrate life so hard. I know my sister Amy have just asked like how long you plan to celebrate this other birthday, and I'm really intentional about life. I'm actually I don't know. I don't know about other people, but I feel like if I wake up in the morning and I can move every part of my body can function well, to me, there is a testimony.
yeah.
And going through the day successfully and still have to start the thing they call life again, start it over. So I don't play with celebration. I don't play with be it whether it's birthday or it's just something little. I just pick something. I look for a reason to celebrate because life is so precious. Those people probably they got all the money in the world, but look, just in a second, all eight of them life were taken.
Yep.
And so when you have the opportunity to wake up in the morning, I'm not here to preach, but I'm just saying if you have the opportunity, if you have the opportunity to wake up in the morning, you be grateful to God.
Absolutely.
Because there are other people that have plans, they have vision, they have everything lined up. And
Definitely
despite
get to
of
see that day.
everything that they have lined up, they cannot pay for life. But here you are. Maybe you don't have to pay your bills this month and you are worrying about, oh my God, how is my bill going to be paid? But you have life. And so you have hope and you can look forward to the next day. But my prayer go out to their family, to their loved one, especially to their children.
Yeah.
I cannot imagine
Mm.
me hearing about something that even hearing that my father is sick. And I'm one of those few that are blessed. I have both my parents alive.
It's a
But
blessing for you.
somebody just lost their father. 8 people. So my heart go out to Ghana as a nation and just to the loved one of those 8 people. May God comfort them and may God give them strength.
Thank you, Shirley. Tatas, you got something to say, or we should just move on? Unmute, if you can, please.
Good morning to everyone.
Good morning.
I just have to say condolence to the BB family and also to the Ghanaians because these are great, great leaders that lost their life. These are family heirs. Their parents were not expecting it, but it happened. You can't justify God. God in heaven, He have everything. So that's why when you go out, you come back, you thank God, thank you. When you going out, tell God, thank you. Because you don't know what ahead of you.
Mm-hmm.
You don't know anything. Maybe when you return home, you don't know. So God is a wonderful God. We don't justify Him.
Mm-hmm.
So
thank you.
big family go.
Yeah, you guys have said it all. Ghana, and to the Air Force, to the government, and to the citizens of Ghana, we say have our condolences. Our we're in this together. We as Africans, when something happened to one person next door, it happened to everyone, and this is the new Africa that we should all be like that and have feel our brothers' pain and our sisters' pain and stuff like that. And that's why we're trying to highlight this news because we feel like it's something big that happens in the country, and we should all know about it and mourn along with them. With that, thank you guys. We move on. This one, yeah, I don't know. The ombudsman, they got in, were asking for $10,000 that Tube were bashing here. They're not playing you. Tube, they put a lot of people in Seattle today. So they recommended that 26 government officials be fired for the code of conduct, right? That we always talk about it, like you can't be working in the government, you be a party, you know, a kind of higher ranking or whatever in the party, and something like that. And I think other things there too that added to that. But these names that we're seeing here, let me say some of them and see how this is gonna end out. But y'all bear with me if I butcher some of these names, okay? Emmanuel Tule, okay. That one more brother I see. Is he really your brother? Or I'm just giving you
Cooper. He's a relative, but for real. That's not. That's for real. That's not.
Oh, no. He's a relative. Oh,
yeah,
okay.
He's a real relative.
Yeah. Good sense. I got good sense. So yeah, Emmanuel Tule, board chair of LEC. Cooper Crowd, Minister of Labor. My baby and I'm in too much trouble. Lucia Yala, EPA. Emmanuel Zor, Minister of Labor. Luta Taipei, MPA Board. Emma Stewart, LPRC Managing Director. Karnina Crowd, Deputy Minister of State. Rowe Bryant, Monserrato Superintendent. Emmanuel Kuning Redford, National Fire Service.
Not Dylan Begin. That Dylan Begin. I ain't putting the fire service.
That's the one I can be taking the pictures? Or that you?
Yeah, that one I had the camera.
Sekou, okay, Sheikh Kouyaté, Minister of State.
I want to just send Guinea to go and solve that problem when they whip that. The invoice.
Okay, Ben Fofana, LTA.
You crazy, man.
Mama, you know all the people
there.
You related to all the people?
I'm not.
Okay, just making sure.
Then we got patient Randall, Liberia Business Registry, Edmund Ford, NTA, Toga Melvin Stephen. This is our own guys.
Like the youth Congress chairman.
They got out here the other day for the NTA.
Oh, yeah. Really?
The liar. Lucia.
Rufus? Damn.
Yeah, Lucia. Oh, remember he's the youth chair.
Yeah, he's a youth chair for.
Yeah. Melvin Siva.
Yeah. So you got Lucia Taipei, Deputy Superintendent from Monserrato. You got Robert Bestman, Prince Bay City Mayor. James Yoli, Minister of Internal Affairs. Colin Tamba, Momo might know the one too. Minister of Youth and Sports. Selena.
They get from Marshall territory.
You mean you don't know the whole village? Is that what you said?
Minister of Internal Affairs. Who's that? Yeah, forgive me. I can't pronounce that.
What?
Kaswali.
All right.
Let it be.
Keep it moving.
Number 20 special Liberia special economic zone. Whatever. Kuku Doba. Liberia special economic zone.
Kuku Doba.
Yeah. Jacob Smith. Ooh, who's that? Liberty Party? LPRC?
Yeah, Liberty Party.
Dana Osano. Liberty Party. Deputy Minister of Information. Ensu Dole. NDMA.
He's from a disaster management team.
Okay. So Mandela Cooper, Minister of States. And lastly, Kevin D. Matadi. Minister of what? Commerce. Some big names on here, guys.
So yes.
So, what do you think gonna happen here? You think they're gonna give up their jobs in the party or give up the job in the government? Because something gotta happen.
Well, this is what it is. And I'm
First of all,
sure,
are you liking the Amos man or not?
Of course, I'm liking the guy. Of course, I'm liking the team because at the end of the day, you need somebody like that is not in any way afraid or intimidated.
You got no
calling
fear.
some big actors.
Yeah.
In the government. When you talking about you talking about Luther Tappet and you talking about Amos Twed and you talking about like these are big top dogs, all right?
Yeah.
But he's not afraid to call their names out. And why are they calling them out for? Let's get a record straight. Some of these things are not for corruption or embezzlement or anything like that. It's the fact that some of these guys have refused to relinquish party participation. All right? You cannot be actively working in government while at the same time serving as chairperson for a political party. It don't matter.
They're being defined, though. They know these laws. Why do you think they're being this way?
Remember at the beginning of before JMB could even be inaugurated, UP Partisan had a protest. Yeah. They had a how do you want to call it, like a little scrimmage or whatever, right?
Mm-hmm.
On ground that Amos Twed did not want to relinquish his position.
Mm-hmm.
Why? You can't do that. There is no need to double dip. So and we look at these things and to be calling these names out, these are people that are in key governmental positions. And for you guys to not just do the needful, man. We don't have to go through all of these noises. Like it is so ABC, it is so common sense. Right? You have to relinquish party position when you want to serve in government.
Mm-hmm.
All right? You can't be chairman of a political party that is sit and serving as a board or something. You can't do that.
Absolutely not.
Right there is conflict of interest. That's common sense. Nobody need to tell you that. But people like to double dip in the country so damn much, right? As if one opportunity is not enough, but they want to be eating friend. Like a greedy hunter. That's the reason why. Relinquish your position you want to serve and let it be. Or you want to be in a party and lead government.
Thank you. Shirley? You want everybody to go first? Shirley, I see you bopping, but I don't hear you.
Sorry. I know, but you keep calling my phone. What was your question, Amy? I'm sorry.
Okay, these government officials. But if you want everybody else to go so you can understand the topic, because they like to raise that double dipping. I don't know if it's double dipping. Are they getting paid to be these parties?
That's what I think that was the question I'm about to ask. Like, are they getting paid?
You're not getting they just occupy the position, but they're not getting double salary.
They're not a salary from the party.
They are not salary,
but the position come with perk. Because when people trying to get a job in the government, they go through the party, and that's where that perk comes from.
Oh, so they just get influence.
That one you got no proof on that one, so you're just saying that because
you got no proof.
No, you got no proof. You got that own
sentence. Job in library.
Because my thing is though, if they're not getting paid, they need to feed their family. You know, being a party chair, that's not putting food on your table. But I do understand though what you're saying, that they shouldn't be holding that position and also being in the government, because if they are in the government, they're going to carry the whole party thing in the government versus leading the Liberian people or doing the Liberian people work. So I think that's the only thing I see there. If they can just go and be like, okay, we're just going to not come here and be like, oh, I'm a UP or CDC and I'm just here to do the Liberian people work, then they are focusing on the Liberian people. But if you are there, and for example, you are a director and you're only looking to hire somebody that is from your party, then I can understand why they need to leave that position. But then again, if you think about it, if they leave the position, they still are CDC or UP. I don't think it's going to get off their blood.
No, I'm not. I don't think they're asking them. Well, first of all, this is the code of conduct. This is what rating. It's not up to them, right? If you're chosen to serve in the government, you have to. If you're a higher ranking in the party, you have to give that up.
Okay, then
you can still be a partisan.
I mean,
you can still be a partisan or partisan, as they call it, but
you just need to give a one.
You cannot be at a higher something. That is the code of conduct. If you don't agree with it, you want to give you the job. Say, nah, I love my party. I'll be the secretary general. You can keep your job, or I'll be the chairman. You can keep your job. But if you're taking the job, that's what comes with that job.
So you have to, then I mean, then you need to follow the rules then, because if, like you said, if you accept in a position, you need to make sure you accept every other thing that comes with the position. So if you're taking the position, you should be able to say, okay, I'm not going to be the party chair anymore, or I'm just going to be the party chair and not get paid, but I don't want to take this position because I love my party so much. So yes, I mean, people just not going to follow the rules. So I definitely agreed with our brother. People like to just bypass, and that's Liberia for us. We're still working on it.
That's us. They hear what you gotta say. You know the party?
Well, which one of them you know the party? Because I've been going for a while.
I mean, ANC may against you on got me. He said he froze. You get he froze. What you think? No, not that. Sorry, that Anthony was talking about that.
But
Anthony may ready to fire now. No, it's more itchy.
Okay. The problem with our leaders, if you know that you have a government job, just forget about the party settlement and do the Liberian people job. Because sometimes if you hold in two positions privately, you'll be doing things that not in the way of what you're supposed to do. Like Imotre, as a secretary general of the party, now he's the managing director for FPRC. Leverage your position, go and serve the Liberian people. Forget if you decide to be the secretary, then forget about the managing director. That different person go and do the work. But then, and before getting there, those guys they know very well that you don't have to do it, but they can get fee doing it because today we the one in power. We the one in power. These are nations.
You think they were testing the water to see if they will get away with it?
Oh yeah, but to you they didn't know. They know. They didn't affect some people even when Eddie was in power. The people know. So that's something that is strange to them. Even the party chairman, Ruta Tape, no government, no Daniel Sando. So the only thing, they either lead a government job, they go serve the party, or they should lead the party. Let the other people. There are people in the party that are capable of doing. I don't know what they measure about the Minister of Foreign Affairs too, because she's a political leader for party too. She contests a presidential candidate on party.
Oh, Sarah Bethel.
No, boy.
Yeah.
No. Right now, she's not.
Right now, she's not a political leader.
She will honor whatever she cannot even run under that party anymore because they were on a certain percentage like ANC.
She didn't get 2% of the national.
Yeah, like ANC got 1% or 2%. They can't run again.
No, not ANC.
I just messed with you, my man.
Okay.
A lot of people listening.
So maybe because of their reason, maybe because of that reason, they couldn't measure her name. So that's it. The other people let them leave. Either like Copper is a seasoned lawyer. They made a counselor to you. He didn't know the code of conduct.
So what is his position? Where is he from?
From MDR. MDR.
He's from
MDR. He's the chairman for MDR.
Oh.
Pre-judging party.
Yeah, the Minister of Labor.
Oh, MDR.
Yeah, MDR. He's the chairman. He's the chairman for MDR.
Okay. Got it.
So yeah, you know about it. So they don't leave, or they don't choose one side.
Thank you, Momo.
So for me, I'm coming to this entire
from a different corner.
conversation differently, right? I
Mhm.
mean, and I'm going to defend it from both ends, right? So, look, I love the audacity of the ombudsman.
Yes.
That's exactly his job. His job is to ensure that the code of conduct is enforced.
Mhm.
And what he's done exactly what he's supposed to do, right? But look, let us call spade a spade, right? You know, if I'm one of those guys who fought for the party,
Share the show, guys. Please share the
if
show.
I'm one of those guys like the likes of Amos Toe and Dr. Luther Tarpet and those Daniel Sando and the rest of those guys who stood in the vanguard, who are the face of the party and are now the face of the government, who are performing so highly in government, putting the government image there. They're on the front line of the government. They are the face of the United Party government now. And they are the one who are the true custodian of the party. It is sort of difficult to, and I know that sort of, like my man said, double dipping or conflict of interest does exist. And, you know, rightly so, it's the reason why the ombudsman had to, because I'm sure he has been telling them, because from the initial stage when the government got into power, there was this lawsuit to the Supreme Court that Amos Toe and the like took the ombudsman to the Supreme Court because they brought up the same issue, you know. And I think I don't know whether Amos Toe they came out victorious or somehow.
So what are you saying? Because they were in the vanguard, they were in the
so like what? So I'm going back to my like, so what I'm saying is,
are they supposed to be? Let me repeat my question. Are they supposed to be? I'm asking you questions. I'm supposed to engage with you, sir. So are they supposed to disregard the code of conduct? Because they were what?
No,
strong men in
I'm not saying disregard, right? But in this sort of context, right? It is difficult to like Amos Toe, who's the Secretary General of the party, say that Dr. Luther Tarpet, who is the chairman of the party, these guys understand the true operation of the party, how to hold the members together. To relinquish those positions and bring someone in as acting, why they focus on doing the Liberian people's job. And that's exactly what the ombudsman was looking for. And that's what they're saying, leave one and stick to one. But to me, it's hard to do because, you know, no one knows the party better than those guys. Even if you bring someone in to act, it's just wouldn't look the same. But how be it, right? The onus is now on the president, right? Who is the head of it, who is the CEO of the executive, that's what I call him, right? To effectuate whatever the ombudsman has proposed to him to get it. But firing, I think the ombudsman was kind of more audacious with his whatever he has proposed to the president to fire. Maybe a suspension would have been something to say, you know what, take this action so these guys can, and come to themselves and then do the right thing. But also on the flip side, I want to tackle the same legislature, because I listened to, and one good point I listened to today from this guy, Fubi Henry, right? It is this same law that we don't like to look. The legislature was the one that crafted the law about the ombudsman stuff, right? But the owner hold the executive to this law. They themselves, as a legislator, have their own law, the ombudsman law. That's a law for the legislature that if you are holding an elected position, you should what? You should resign 2 years before you run for that office. Yeah. These people sitting in the Senate and the House of Representatives, they disobey, they disregard those laws. Under the same ombudsman.
Did they amend the law? Did they amend that part of it? It was too long.
They make law now. They want the law on the executive that they made on the executive to take effect, to affect those people. But they themselves who make those laws are not following the laws that govern them. So how then do we kind of balance this argument?
So do you think that the president should come and knock the gavel on everybody's?
I think that law needs to be revisited because I think it has to somehow, some way. I'm not saying to favor.
So, what is your suggestion? You can be a party chair and be the deputy manager of a entity, or you be the minister of this and that.
For me, I believe. Look. If I've been the Secretary General for Unity Party for almost 10 years or 6-7 years, and we got the power, I'm not saying holding the position. I'm not getting any president. Like what Anthony was saying, they put getting president. He was just making your own comment. Like he ANC man, a 2% man. But what I'm saying here is this, right? You have to know who understands that position better than you.
But they're acting though. If you put these people that they're acting more, so what's the problem?
So okay, now let's see. For me, I agree with the ombudsman. Let the ombudsman go ahead, and then also the ombudsman should also. If this law take effect, what they're asking His Excellency Joseph Nima Boakai to do, even if he doesn't do exactly what he wants to do, an action might be taken where they give the guy maybe 2 or 3 weeks to relinquish one of the position. Which one you want, take it or you be out. Once it takes effect, then the legislature will be held to account to hold their own law. And that law,
maybe you're jumping the gun. Maybe the ombudsman.
No. The ombudsman been in existence for a while. They never held the legislature. They have been violated. If you're a lawmaker, you cannot be the breaker of that same law that you made. For years, they have done this. The law is clearly the law is clearly stated that if you are in an elected position, and you tend to run for that position, for another position, or run for office, you must resign 2 years prior to running for that position. Yeah. Have they done that? No. We've seen, an outright violation of the code of conduct by the legislature, by those who make it.
I don't know where your argument is tonight.
My argument is both sides. Everyone should.
Let me tell you why I don't know where your argument is, and then we'll go to Anthony. Because the legislature is not coming out and recommending this to the president.
They made a law. No, I'm saying they made a law.
Don't you're coming. They're not recommending this to the president. The ombudsman office is the one recommending this to the president. So you don't know if they will be the next target. So you cannot target them and say because they broke the law, so the executive shouldn't honor it. No, that is not a fair argument in my book. I don't know if you.
No, what I'm saying is this, right? What I'm saying is everyone should play by the rule, right? So if the shoe fits on the other side, let the other people wear the same shoes. The fact that you want because it is the legislature that made this law binding on the executive. They're the one who crafted the law. Granted, so if the crafting law to be binding on people, so even though the ombudsman sort of enforcing the law, they are the maker of that law that the man is enforcing. So they themselves are also bound by a certain law that they have to follow, and for years they have not followed their own law. They've been in office and doing their own thing, running for office while they still occupy their position. So the argument for me, I think, look, the law, if they want to follow the law straight, all sides should follow the law. Now they're choosing their forces on one group of people because of some kind of. I think there's some sinister motive behind this whole thing. I mean, the ombudsman is in his right mind to do.
People, how can we put a man in a hot seat again? That he's doing his job here, and we want to put him in a hot seat.
No, I mean,
give the ombudsman.
No, and then thank God,
I give him 100 over 100. He's doing his job. There was no sinister motive behind this.
But one last thing I want to say: thank God we have a good government. No one chasing anybody to kill anybody. The ombudsman is free to do his job,
and that's what we want.
Thanks to this government that is much more tolerant when it comes to people doing their job. They're not going to come after the ombudsman, and now the ombudsman can go to bed and sleep, knowing that he's done his job, and his job will be taken seriously.
Anthony, let's hear you. Anthony? So, Anthony, what what happened. People keep calling you. They don't see any time
I
to
don't
call
know
you.
that he froze again.
Yeah, I think he's getting a call.
Some
So
like
Toure, Toure,
yes, man.
the argument Momo is making here, you know, trying to put it man easier today. There's some kind of sinister motive behind
Momo argument
yeah. So I don't know what
was trying to deflect.
Well,
he's trying to bring everything, tie everything up.
Exactly. I don't know what these guys.
I understand Momo position, right? But Momo, we discussing this one today. We're discussing
executive.
But on some serious note,
you know, someone can say if it now happen in the other branch, why should it happen in this branch? There are three core and equal branches. Look, three core and equal branches of the government.
And
I'll totally respect. I'll respect that position of yours, Momo. Look, the whole country is convoluted. All right, nobody want to do anything. Even people you think have some little bit of decent morality in terms of, you know, how they project themselves onto us. You know, but deep down into their bag, you go see Sonny, you be like, damn, you too? You know what I mean? You know, so I mean, it is absolutely just bad. But you know, but one thing I know is getting better. Because this old man, this black guy papier. One thing I know, everybody around him, he has empowered them to do their work. And you also have given them this sense of protection. The ambush, I mean, let me tell you, any leader that open himself for public ridicule, right? That's the leader I want to follow. But any leader that people look at and say, hey, is it President shoe, right? Shining today? Is it President Versace wearing today? I don't want that, right? So these people are operating that way. Man, this ambushment went to the Ministry of Information. That way you're reading anything from there. When the deputy,
right?
Exactly. You know, so at the end of the day, and he even gave my man say good Dougle to him. He said, I mean, when I want him, you know what I'm saying? I mean, there are so many people that this guy is going after, and it is good. We need somebody like this. Opposed to somebody just calling on the side, say, my man, that 5,000, man. Don't put money on that list. Nah, we're not doing that. Not doing that. There's a confident, low-looking guy. He in the same shape as Mr. Arizona Cummings. Very tight-looking dude. You know, but he's not afraid. Though. I can tell you that much. He's not afraid. He calls some top people name today, and I love it. I mean, this is and look, and to Momo's point, like yes. They are not getting paid. So double dipping, maybe I should have obviously refined it a little bit and put it in its proper context. So when I talk about double dipping, and not like they getting paid by being, you know, or chairperson for that very political institution or something like that.
Or by the government.
Right. But the reason I want to discourage that, you don't want people working in government at the same time having leadership in their political institution. You have to relinquish that. All right. That right, you got to let it go. It's a violation of code of conduct. It is. Nobody need to tell you that. All right. You're supposed to resign your position. All right. And then when campaign time open, then you can reclaim.
I don't know.
Oh yeah, because everything is set at that point.
No. You cannot be working in the government and be in the party, or is that just the tenure position? Correct me if I'm wrong.
I think it's a tenure.
I don't know. It's just a tenure, or is it every?
Right.
Yeah.
People that are in tenure position, they're not supposed to.
Right.
Right. But I think that's something that we need to ask a question about. I personally, too, I'm not really sure about that. So let me not just put that out on air like that.
You're not going to come to Lynn. Where are you? Help us out here.
But I really do believe, like the Amos Twe, because he's the Secretary General, right, of Liberty Party. Then
everybody internet.
And Lutin Tapper, he's the campaign chair. I mean, he's the chairman for the party, right? So you can use your position to influence certain things. That's the reason they say it should not be like that.
You know think what I mean? That's what that is? You can use your
position. You can use your influence. You can use your office to influence certain things in a party. Yes. Because number one, they got money and they got position. You know, so you can't, there's so many things around this. When we talk about they can use that to influence, it's because of their money, they got resources.
You know? Because at first I was like, well, what's the harm here? You know, it's the party and it's the government. I don't see
influence
now that you said that.
Decision. They can influence party decisions. They can influence campaign. You know, they by election, all of that stuff. They can do these things because they have, you know what I mean? So that's the reason why they are saying, look, resign your position and allow somebody else to do it. Like you, if you are Imotwe, right? APRC, bro, you got so much on your hand. You can't juggle two things at the same time, my guy. Come on, man. Let her go. You know?
So do you think that they're making this harder on themselves instead of having the ombudsman having to be the one to come out and call them out on this? I mean, could they just because they know they're the one that part is the thing, you know, control. They know this would be a bad thing on them if they didn't go by the, you know, the code of conduct. So should they have, you know, like, you know what we're gonna do is that we'll just put you in charge for the time being to just be acting, but that my rule there, you know that. I mean, could they have done something like that behind the scene and make it come out?
It has to be public. You have to resign.
Yeah, well, yeah, behind the scene, and then you come out and publish it that the person had.
No, because Imotwe definitely he took. Amy, you follow this. We discussed this on our other show. This guy went ahead and locked up the gate of the United Party. Imotwe did that. He took police to go and get people out of the party compound. And these young men, they were get there, according to them, since the United Party won, the party could have been dormant. Like nobody doing any activities there. Grass were growing in the fence. They went there to go clean up the fence. Okay. And Imotwe, what did Imotwe do? He told police that they went and got the guys out of there. Like what are we doing? You know what I mean? Like you in your government, whatever you should try to avoid, right? Is this absolute dumb, you know, like PR, right? You don't want this. It's a bad. It will bring a lot of distraction in government because you're getting all these stupid stories then that should be buried. Nobody should be beyond Luti Tapen to resign as chairperson. Nobody should be beyond Imotwe to resign as secretary of Unity Party. Is the right thing? Let it do it. Let it do it. But I'm definitely siding with the ambushman here. There's the right thing. Resign your position and serving government. If you so love your party, then resign from APRC and be Unity Party secretary. Come on, man. Like these things are not straight. That should be running around with you.
Anthony, what is wrong with you? Something today.
I keep getting phone calls.
Black them. So finish up. Go ahead.
I mean, everybody already said what it is. Code of Conduct made it clear you can occupy your party. They specify political party active role in your political party and serve in government. It is not ambiguous in the Code of Conduct. Long ago, they promised to relinquish. I think I saw the memo that they get in 14 days. According to the Code of Conduct, they specify the penalty that is supposed to be given. The ombudsman chose not to give them penalty and gave them warning. But the Code of Conduct is not ambiguous on which penalty they should be giving. But he chose in his own discretion to give them a warning of 14 days. That 14 days been almost 6 months today. So it's not something new. They are aware. And nobody who practices politics in Liberia actively that is not aware of this particular law. It is not ambiguous. It's not complicated. It is clear cut. Some places of law, there's a gray area. It's not too clear. They can, exploit the loophole there, but this one does not have a loophole. It specifically outlines what it meant and what it is and what are the. I think section 15 of that code of conduct speak about the kind of punishment they need to be given, and but the ombudsman in his discretion decided to warn them, and that warning had long elapsed.
Thank you. So I think that's why he came down with a hammer. Yeah,
I mean. So yeah, they need to pick that. I don't know they pick that job, but I know they will pick that job over that party.
Yeah.
That party.
Thank you, Morris. Welcome, Morris. What is your?
Yeah, I mean, thanks, guys. I was driving. I'm trying to follow a little bit. But yeah, just to pick it up from where I met you guys. Look, the ombudsman is a very good law. It has its own other side of it, but it's for the most part it's a good law. And I know the head of the ombudsman. I mean, we all used to be at the embassy. He's a very strong guy. I know him. When you see him, just like somebody describe you like small man in the body, but he's a very strong guy.
That was me. He got that. He got that Anthony political leader kind of push.
Yeah, exactly. But he's a very strong guy. You know, I think it's a very good law. This ombudsman suddenly started. I think it got effect. It actually got started during the Madam Salif time. I came to the picture, you know.
Yeah,
in the Unity. Yeah, the Unity Party. Even the Unity Party could not obey the law. Their own laws that they crafted, they could not really, for the most part, they could not really obey it. It has its own legal aspect because in many cases, people went to the court, and there was the Supreme Court. I remember in the case of Harrison Cowell, he was a former internal affairs minister. I think it was like 3 or 4 months to the election. Bronskin chose him as a running mate, and they went to court, and they won a case that there's no something like the man did not plan to go as running mate, something like that. So you cannot put, the
president did not. Different situation in here.
Exactly. So I'm only saying this to the brother was talking about 2 years something, and people being even Abu Kamara went to court before on the same issues. You know, it's a very good law, but the Unity Party, like I said, the Unity Party under Madam Salif could not abide by the very law that they crafted. When the left CDC make noise. When the left CDC came to power, they that said to could not obey the law because Jefferson Koji was city mayor and he was at the same time Secretary General of the party. You know, city hall there. But I just hope that this current Unity Party will break that chain. And, you know, because I mean it's a very good law. There's a reason why that law was put into place. When you public officer, when you public president, you could not use the public into something to run campaign, and which is a very good law. So you see, so like I said, I just hope this current Unity Party will really break that chain to say, you know what, we got to abide by the law. We'll make sure that our people that are holding political party, and if somebody talk about some political party, they actually pay certain people that are holding certain positions, like Secretary General, party chairman. I don't know whether Unity Party doing it, but they used to do it before. Yeah, some political party, it's a paid job. When you're Secretary General of a political party, you get a pay. When you're party chairman, I don't know whether they're doing it currently, but it's a pay position for most political parties, because these are people these are the chief scribes of the political party. These are the people that put the agenda of the political party, the party chairman, the Secretary General. So of course they got to get paid. So, you know, but on the overall, it's a very good law. And I just hope that the ombudsman hold on their ground, that the law should be enforced. And, you know, the president should force these people to abide by the law. It's just simple. It has nothing to do with corruption. Just relinquish your post, as a Secretary General, whatever position in your political party, and focus, or you choose the other way, you know. But to give it back to you is a good law, and I just hope the Unity Party, the current Unity Party, will break that chain, you know, to be able to abide by the law.
Thank you. So, Momo,
and they get perks for not getting a job.
So, but then the question is, and then they all boils down to Liberia having good laws but not being enforced, right?
Yeah.
We all are saying here. For me, I'm putting an argument on both sides. Yeah, because I want us to look. The ombudsman, in his wisdom, is doing what he's supposed to do as the ombudsman, right?
Mhm.
I agree with him. This that he started now, right? We're going to election very soon. We got a lot of people up for re-election in the
What you got against the paper then?
no, in the House of Representatives, in the Senate. They have to have intention to rerun. They have to declare that intention 2 years prior to rerunning, and they have to leave those positions.
No, the ombudsman does not apply to the people in the house. It only applies for the executive.
There are laws in it. It doesn't have to be the ombudsman.
It does not apply to elected officials.
It does not apply to elected officials.
But it is law also that govern them. The reason why I'm stepping on them is they are the one who crafted this ombudsman law.
It does not apply to them, brother.
But you don't understand what I'm saying? I'm not
really
saying
do.
I'm not saying, hold on. I'm not saying it applies to them. They are the maker of this ombudsman law for the.
We get it. They are the makers of all the laws
for the executive, right? Though the ombudsman ain't covering what their law that govern them when it comes to what they should do when it comes to their election. You cannot be crafting law to punish other people on certain things, and you got law on you to when it comes to going for re-election. 2 years you declare 2 years prior, and then relinquish that position 2 years.
No, there's no law. There's no law. There's no law.
There's
no law for the lawmakers.
I'm not talking about honor the ombudsman.
There's no law.
But how do you expect a lawmaker to relinquish work 2 years before they want to go?
If you want to run 2 years, you have to. You declare 2 years, and you have to leave the post. Is that who want to argue?
No. So let me help you here today.
No, there's no law.
I see the point you're trying to raise, right? But here's a difference between the two.
It's to raise turn.
So let me help you here today.
It's to raise turn.
Yeah, if I made borrow,
I know there's a difference there. The ombudsman is. I'm talking. You don't understand why I'm connecting this down.
I getting your point. You're trying
the
to balance the equation.
Legislature is the one that crafted this ombudsman law.
No.
Granted.
Now who crafted? You tell me.
No, it was the executive on a unity party.
Is that Ellen Johnson said he brought out law?
The Ellen Johnson crafted the law. It was not the election.
And then it was endorsed by the Senate, right?
The Senate. Yes. But I'm telling you guys.
But they did not craft the law, bro.
The executive crafted it.
They crafted it, and then they went to argue it.
The law, if the Senate would have endorsed,
unless the legislature accepted.
They sent whether it was proposed, it was proposed by the executive, whatever, and it went to the Senate for ratification, right? So they are aware of it, but because it is not something that hold them, they don't care. You know, they're not something that will affect them. They don't care, right? What I'm saying is the Senate or our elected official has certain law that govern them when it comes to election, running for re-election. What they need to do? Okay. Interrupt me. Go ahead.
So Ture, if I can borrow 30 seconds of your time, let me help my brother Tule here with this.
They ain't got no 30 seconds. It's Ture time.
I'll give 30
seconds. All right, Anthony. He said he will give you.
Thank you. So,
30 seconds, brother.
I know you're trying to do an equivalent, something I apply to the administration, the national administration should apply also to the lawmaker. The lawmaker are elected on term, right? Their constituents have already elected them for a term. So, in that term has to end. They can't punish themselves again to say, "Oh, I have to relinquish my job because I come to seek re-election."
No, they said. I said declare.
Declare what?
They have to declare 2 years. Yes, prior to running, you must declare before you run for re-election. You have to declare 2 years. The declaration.
No, they don't have to declare anything.
No.
It's already established that they're
already established they're going to run. The
only thing they can declare is to say, "I'm not running."
It's like almost every year, every electoral time.
You declare your intention if you're gonna go for, you know what I mean. But look, let me say this though.
You have to declare the intention.
Right? the whole thing here, Momo, right? This is the thing.
Momo trying to let these boys in off the hook today.
The legislature or whatsoever you call them, they have a smaller fish to fry in this one. The names that are on there, I did not hear any other name than people actually that were appointed by President Joseph Numa Boakai. None of these people were elected.
No.
They were all appointed. None of them were elected. They were all appointed. And by virtue of that fight, the old man have to leverage some of his power. You know, I mean, we can tie this thing with all that access declaration thing that we still fighting with up to today's day. There are people within the executive who haven't declared their access up to today's day. The ombudsman on the last time they talk about that, right, Amy? Now we're coming into this. The old man needs to be intentional and deliberate about this. Guys, we came to fix this country. That's something the old man said, that he came to fix Liberia. And when you're fixing Liberia, you that coming to be the fixer, not using Mr. Cummings actually said that. But if you coming out to fix it, you have to fix it in its entirety.
Yeah.
And I know it's going to take time. I know it's going to take time for us to get there. But one thing I do know for a fact, if you're going to do something, do it from the beginning. From the beginning. Anybody coming, we all go to our jobs here, right? We all go to job interview. They will tell you, my man, before you come for a job interview, number one, you want you to come with what? Come with your resume, right? It'll make sense for you to take that with you, right? And have any references and stuff you can have. Just have these things handy, right? And then after we hire you, guess what? Depending on the nature of the job, you have to go do what? Fingerprint, right? Before you can start work. So why are we even talking about asset recovery close to 2 years now into this administration when bulk of the people in the executive in other low 150 haven't declared their assets
after the president told
so we have a problem. And there's one thing here, and these are elected people, these are people that understand the laws.
Thank you, George.
These are people that understand the laws. So me, I'm not here for it. And when people talk about anything, tomorrow say, oh, man, you following the crowd. You following the crowd. I'm not following the crowd, bro.
Amy, let me just come in. To register your own. Let me say my own, okay? Brother Momo, I understand your argument you're making. It's a very good argument. Trust me, I understand exactly what you're saying. And people were making the same argument that why the lawmakers, the same law is not applied to the lawmakers. People will be making the argument. I truly understand your point, right? Even Delon made that argument. Oh, it's not fair. When he came for his first time, even the second time now, after he got his second time, he laid back. But he made the whole noise. First time, oh, the law is supposed to be applied to us. The law is supposed to be applied to us. Why should the law only be applied to the executive? The law is not fair. The law itself is not fair. That's why during Madam Salif time, the only person that resigned, that obeyed the law, that resigned, it was Gafon. Gafon resigned 2 years because he had intention, even though the intention died in the last minute of time, but he wanted to run as a president. He was the only person that obeyed the law. 2 years time, the man resigned as a foreign minister. I truly understand. The law should have been applied to the lawmakers. But again, not every laws are applied to everybody. Some laws are just applied for certain group of people. That's how the whole Ambrose Martin look. It's a good law, but it's not applied to everybody, and that law should be applied. I think that's why the kind of conversation is very good, because the law should also be applied to the lawmakers. It should be applied to the lawmakers. Definitely. So I truly understand your argument you're making.
No, I don't understand it. I disagree with Momo, because like Anthony has said clearly, the lawmakers were elected. They have terms that they are serving. And the only time they're supposed to declare is when they are not running re-election, when they're not seeking for re-election. Because obviously when you're a senator for Maserado, When your term finishes, we know you're going to be running for re-election. Unless you come out and tell us that I'm not going to be running for re-election, then we know that you're not running. But automatically, we know. So that's
Amen. I differ
with
you.
Please.
The election law said,
let me talk. I'm going to protect myself.
Let you talk. Then you come back.
Thank you. I'm going to protect myself. So, yeah. So you have to know that these people will be running for re-election, like we all know. Unless they come out and say, I'm not running for re-election. We cannot tell them, say, oh, they got to resign 2 years prior to them running for re-election or 1 year. No. And even people who work in the executive to resign 2 years, that is just a little extreme to do that.
Nobody said resign. I think that
it's something on them. They have to resign.
You have to declare 2 years before the election law said declare 2 years before the actual
and
date
stay in a position.
You stay there, but you declare. If you don't do it within 2 years, if you declare to rerun, you are disqualified from running. That's what the election commission law says, that you have to declare whether you in 2 years whether you're running for re-election.
That's not a problem. That's not a problem.
If you pass that 2 year and you don't declare, the election commission has the right to not to accept your bid for re-election or
That's baloney. Why would the election commission even you haven't even communicated with her?
It's election law. If you're there for 9 years, in your 7th year, you should declare that you want to run. That important to say 2 years prior to the election cycle, declare that I will run. If you don't do that,
what if I'm so busy I forget?
Why would you forget? It's a law. Follow the law. If you don't do it, I mean, if you declare intention, then you should not be allowed to run because you never declare on time.
Momo, let's come back to this. Who in our house there, guys? Who village people saying you for our house that you just coming on in today? Their lawyer said the ombudsman is not from their house. So why
the
are you?
Ombudsman is right. No, I'm not against what the ombudsman is saying. Right? I'm saying the law should be applied equitably. Right?
Exactly.
The idea, what happened in the executive today, I agree. I'm happy. Let them hold this guy to account. Let them relinquish one of those positions. Focus on one. If you want to be, in the party and run the affairs of the party, it's up to you. But you have to focus on one. If you want to run the affairs of the country, focus on doing the Liberian people's job rather than focus on party issue. But then I want this because at the end of the day, the Senate and the legislature will go for a lot of people will be up for re-election. But the election law says, then let me say, declare 2 years prior that you want to run your intention to run. If not, you will become ineligible.
I thought you may resign. Okay, declare.
Not resign. I'm not saying resign. You still have to keep your seat. But I mean, you in 2 years. If 2 years to my re-election, if I don't declare, I declare within 1 year that I want to run. The election commission has the right to not accept your bid.
So because what if you declare 2 years prior and then in like 1 year you change your mind?
It's up. I mean, it's up to you. That means because you are not other people who are not your contender, people who want to run against you will have the opportunity to run. But other people might want to run away and say declare. If you are not declare, if you don't declare within 2 years, you give the people the opportunity to know that okay, this one is going to be rerun and then playing better. But if not, anything outside of that law.
No. Let me ask this one question. Then we'll move on to Rick. What is the importance of that? Because it's not like they have a limit. You know how many people can run for the one seat anyway. If you give the election commission, she will register 50 people for that one to run for that one seat. So what is the point of this law?
I think the essence of the law is to know you the incumbent. They want probably those who are running against you or other people to be aware that this guy have an intention. Even your constituents to know that okay, you've been there. Now you tell that you want to run. It prepare other people better, your opponent better to get ready for you. That this guy is going to run, but don't wait to the dying minute. And then you got. I think it also has to do with the Electoral Commission. It is their law. The Electoral Commission make. I think, brother Gassama, they make that. I mean, I think they have the right to. I think they craft their own law, right? The National Electoral Commission. They do have their own law.
No, the
election.
Yeah, the election laws are crafted by it's a constitution, but they got some other stuff that they themselves can craft.
I agree. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean, I just feel that this, in fact, the ombudsman should cover the entire government, including the electoral official. These guys are getting off of the hook.
Don't rush that, Papa. He's getting there. Calm down. He'll get to everybody else. Okay?
So I mean, I'm not against the action of the ombudsman.
He'll get there.
He's doing what he's supposed to do. He's doing the right thing. It's just that audacity, because the people that he wants, he tell them to fire. I look at those guys; those are high performance government officials. Like, it must swear one of the
so
top.
They have to fight. They have to pick that fight.
Yeah. I mean,
they have to pick one. If you're that high in performing, you gotta be high in every area.
I agree.
Abiding by the rule of law and everything. So yeah, they have.
And just to say, Emmanuel Tule, me, I wish they even fire him, because that guy, my own family member. I'm not going to put it on under the. This guy.
No comment.
This guy is a con artist. He's my own family member. Emmanuel Tule being the board chair of LEC. I'm surprised, but think I will have a good LEC managing director who will not put a hand in the cookie jar. Because Emmanuel Tule is known for putting a hand in the cookie jar. I know him very well. And I stand by what I said. That's my own family member. Let it last year, no different.
They say when Gissy man die, Gissy man kill it.
I'm serious. I've been a PhD in Liberia. I'm not here to come and.
That brought two letters that we need in Liberia. I'm telling you, man. My approach to this Liberia, it don't matter whether it's my blood brother, bro.
Of course.
Because let me tell you, if we continue to view Liberia like that because my brother is there, I'm gonna shield him and not no.
I'm a different school of thought. I've worked in a lot of many different integrity institutions in America. I work in a big organization. I live by principle. And if someone who can
let me protect Ture.
Yeah, but look, at the end of the day, sometimes when you're exposed to a certain environment, that environment can definitely alter your way of life, your way of thinking, your way of processing, your decision making, your ability to have self-consciousness, right? An independent mind, or mind that is not easily influenced or manipulated. You know what I'm saying? That's what America will do for you when you live here. As an independent person, hardworking, who's not swayed by somebody trying to dash you something, right? And this is what we're talking about. At the end of the day, constantly talking to the power, not fear or favor, will serve the country the right way. Absolutely. And like I said, the president that we got, the president put himself in a position. He told the Liberian people that he was coming to deliver the country, right? And delivering this country, even you and the people that are walk in dirty water, people water for you. Because a lot of times people say, oh, hey, Papa, man, in the people water too. No way. If you walk in the pool water or you stood on a ring, I put you in position, and you're not doing the work of the Liberian people, but you are not satisfied with the salary I'm paying you. You want to circumvent the rules. Then you gotta go.
I didn't know Ture went to hell. You seriously?
You got to go. No, sometimes I can put my saying like hell, you kind of posture sometimes because it's necessary sometimes. You need to talk to the people like the way the people understand how they've been used to being talking to. So we can switch it here and there, Amy. I didn't go to LU. Matter of fact, I didn't go to no high school like bro. Matter of fact, all right. So I got no connection on like bro educational system. Nobody say, oh, our Ture classmate. Yeah, no, not there. So at the end of the day, what I'm saying is this: and Momo Ture ya kimie and poet in order. Just because I need Ture, somebody doing bad thing, I'll call it out. Right? I'll call it out. Right? The ambush king and
you guys will go settle that in the village, right?
Right? Because Sekou Dukle the last time. Sekou Dukle. Because Sekou Dukle ni about some kind of China, some kind of thing going on down there at the pool. You know what I'm saying? These are things that need to be caught out. Because Liberia's survivability, working government is a privilege, it's not a right.
Right.
And any professional person, you can leave from government today. If you're a professional person, you can find opportunity elsewhere. So working for the people, you do the work of the people. You can't be working for the people and violating the rules and regulations and the laws that's supposed to protect you and the people that you're working for. Thank you very much.
So, Gastama, this is like Ture said, not Ture, but Tule. Yeah, confuse me at the two. But like Momo said, they didn't do it in the Ellen Johnson studies. Like you also said it, right? Like
right.
Ture just make it clear. This purpose that he was coming to rescue this country. These are some of the things I know all the time people ask, oh, what are they rescuing? They think rescuing is just automatically putting, food on the table without, covering the little holes that usually, had our country leaking for the past, how many years. So this is another thing that is hanging over the president to show how serious he wants his government to be, right? This recommendation. Do you think he's gonna go hard on this? Or we all knowing him now. Like every time he said, I don't care what to do, we'll fix this country. Do you think this is one of the things that he has to fix, even though we didn't see it in previous government? His government has to be the first to do this. You think he's gonna, add this on his fixture list?
Amy, and that's why that's why we're having the kind of conversation. Liberia case is compound complex. The reason why we're struggling with all this, we're having all these conversations is because it's because the kind of laws that we have, the country is corrupt. The country is chronically corrupt. Liberia is chronically corrupt. Mm-hmm. Everything about the country is corrupt. Look, if you truly understand the country, you would think sometimes even somebody they thinking they have good intention, but no, that is not good intention, because even sometimes the formation of a committee to do certain things, to investigate certain case, you know what will happen? The formation of that committee alone will jeopardize the whole thing, because why? They will plug 1 or 2 persons in that committee that got some kind of big corruption case on them, just for the fact that whole committee case, whatever case will come up, the public will not respect the report that will come up with. People truly have to understand the country. That's how corrupt the country is. You have to get 4 eyes to understand, to see some of these things. Truly, you have to get 4 eyes. I'll tell you something. Look at the TRC commission. They put people on the TRC that the society have issue with them, the community have issue with them, people have problem with them. Just at the end of the day, Madam Selif knew that at the end of the day, that whole thing would just go under the carpet.
So you think it's intentional?
It's intentional. It is intentional. But like I said, you have to have 4 eyes to see some of these things. That's all the group. By the time they form one committee, somebody will say that man corrupt. Who is that man? That man got moral to serve on that committee. This and just to jeopardize the report. But to end on this, right? The reason why we are struggling with the conversation because of our laws. Liberia is a country, by the time they make one law, they forget about that law. Laws are made for the people at a time. If you make this law yesterday and you realize that that law does not correspond with the current reality, what you do back, you go back to that law and change and make some changes in that law. But Liberia, no. And these are all part of the corruption. They will make one law and just forget about it. So at the end of the day, somebody will say, you know what, but I can challenge that law. I understand the brother struggling. Because even the ombudsman, the reason why the ombudsman have not been successful, because People go to court to challenge the ombudsman law, and sometimes they survive. They get it because why? The law is set. Why have we not come back to look some of the laws and say, no, we need to make some amendment. We need to make some changes in some of these laws. Look at our constitution. Since 1986, up to now, we have not even amended nothing. The thing get there. Every day we talk. When the government can, they talk. So we need to have this conversation. Most of our laws need to be amended, need to be revisited, and change some of the things that are in those laws so that it can fit our current reality. The ombudsman since 2014, we're supposed to by now to say, you know what, we need to change some of the laws. We need to do some of the things, this and that. But that's Liberia right there. That's how corrupt the country is.
2005.
Yeah, 2014.
It's still young to me.
2014.
Where you can augment law every 5 years, 4 years, 6 years. There are too many noise around. There are too many noise around the ombudsman stuff. It's
because
not
they don't
government.
want to do the right thing. That's why I see. I don't see it because the law has
people go to court. No, but Amy, take for instance. Take for instance. Why do I have to resign my job 2 years before I want to run politics?
No, he said declare. I did not get that right. He said declare your intention.
No, I'm talking about the people that has to resign 2 years. Why should I have to resign 2 years? Why if I got the intention 5 months to run?
Yeah, 2 years is a little steep there.
You see, because of the laws. That's what I'm saying.
I think that 2 year apply to the executive. People are.
That's what I'm saying. Even the executive. People being going to
minister. People being. You want to run for elected position, you lead a place 2 years.
I agree. The point I'm making is that people being going to court and Supreme Court be giving them clearance to say you qualify to run.
Yeah,
that's the point I'm making.
Then the Supreme Court that's supposed to interpret the law. They're not doing their job then because if there's the law saying there and you saying something else, then y'all contradicting each other and you're supposed to be working together.
So that's
why it's something. But 2 years, 2 years is a little steep. I'm not gonna say it's right. You cannot tell somebody to leave that job and because they plan to run for representative or senator, and 2 years they are minister, or then they should resign.
Exactly.
4 years before that's a little too long.
I think you work at the will and pleasure of the president, right? So it's an appointed position. So if the law says 2 years, declare and relinquish the position. If you want to run, leave the position in 2 years.
It's not fair.
We don't
want a fair law.
Yeah,
it's not a fair law.
The thing is, you cannot be occupying. You cannot using occupying the position. Then it seems that running as as a political appointee. Holding that political position because you'll be using government vehicle. There's so many different things in that thing. So,
but 2 years though, I can agree with 1 or 6 months or 8 months.
Yeah, exactly. 2 years. That's why laws can be challenged. Laws can be challenged, and it's so sad when you make law and somebody go to the court and challenge that law and become successful. That law become weak. By that moment, that law become weak. By the time somebody challenge the law and they succeeded, that law become weak. That's the point I'm making.
That's exactly what I said. If you have people going to the Supreme Court and they're winning, then what's the point of it?
Exactly.
There's no use. So yeah, guys. So I think we have said enough on this. Let's just
all right.
Go do this. Go ahead, Mars.
Why you want me to go out with my closing?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, man. I mean, Brother Tule, thanks for. Good seeing you for the first time.
And then after our closing, we'll play this song.
Yeah, good. Good to see you too, man.
We'll play a song. Let me say this real quick. There's this Liberian sister called Katie Jennings that we are promoting here. She's a singer, and she has her album or TP coming out, and she wants us to support. So we played the first song here, and after our closing, we played the real single that is coming out, or that is already out. And then she'll come here maybe Saturday or next week to promote her album herself, to talk to her. So just to let y'all know, you'll stay and listen and go download and support her. Go ahead.
Yeah, they Vasco is a panelist on the show, right? He just on the live how praising your show
My
and
brother,
stuff
don't
like
say Vasco and
That man, you know, even spell only. That's what I mean.
that. I don't know about that, but just come to and do your own praising too.
That's not cool.
Yeah, just come and do your sing
Sorry.
your thing with praising, just sit down praising, come and do your praising, your own praising too. You know, you in a better position to come and do praising because you're in power for 6 years. Come and praise for the what you're doing 6 years instead of just. But I mean, but it's a good, it's a good show. You know, I mean, we'll come here every time. We'll have the time. We'll try. Just came from work, and I even put what in my mouth, said, sat down straight on the show and say a few things. I mean,
And
it's
it's
a
your
good thing.
love for your country. That's it.
Exactly. You know, how you to end it up, how you guys were talking about the churches stuff and you know, Marxists and stuff like that. To be honest, even if it is not true, even if the propaganda out there is not true, but I would support the government to really look into this, to really look into this. Because look, I was in Liberia the last time we were in Liberia, I didn't know to play my wife and the children move right by the church right by the window. For the 2 months, for the 2 hours, I sort of got the 2 months I spent to
You ain't getting all this,
yeah, to went to my place. Sunday I can't stay home. Sunday I can't stay home. Every week they got someone at Tari, 2 o'clock, 4 o'clock, and stuff like that. I gotta go to the mayor. And the pastor not even living in the community, living somewhere away. And I said, wow, what is this? It's just too much. We can't have a country like that. And look,
they need to have
yeah,
sound.
seriously, there's some. I mean, even if it is not true, but at least the government need to really look into this. There should be some regulations, man. Seriously, it's just so sad. You know, we can't. I mean, it's Monrovia. It's the capital city of the country. There should be some regulations in the country. You can't run a country like a high school without teachers. No. I give it back to you, Emmy.
Thank you. More?
Yeah. So what I want to say about this, go. First of all, a good show. My first time meeting Kasama, man. It's good seeing you. You put out some.
Yeah, you know the other your band staying away.
Yeah, and my man Teray, it was a great show tonight. Look, let piggyback on this whole issue of this whole church. Look, there should be regulation, Nora. I mean, the city government, whether it's the Painesville City Corporation or the Monrovia City Corporation, whatever city government that is instituted to govern, to give some ordinance about noise, right? It has to be regulated. The fact that everything in our country is scattered, is here to scatter. Because now to say you're going to revert back to zoning laws, it can't work. The zoning thing already chakla. There's no way you do a zoning and say this is a commercial district, this is a residential district, this is an industrial district. So when you're buying land, if you're buying residential property, that means you gotta go to the residential area and buy house to buy land and build house. If you want to open business, you gotta buy land around area that is earmarked for that was zoned for a commercial purpose and stuff. It's very difficult for though they said there are laws on the boat, that gave that zoning the authority to do such zoning, but we don't see that take effect in Liberia. How be it? Where churches are, mosques are, or how these places are, there should be some policy put in place, some regulatory body that should come to folk and tell these guys, look, we are not stopping you, because the moment you start to step on them, close them down, they'll say, oh, religious intolerance, the government, there'll be an outcry. In fact, the politician will pick it, they will take it, they went in the House of Representatives. Some of them thrive on chaos, so they'll go and buy it from the people and go in the street and collect the people and put them and say, religious intolerant, the government ain't want Muslim people, or the government ain't want Christian people, ain't want nobody to sell God in this country. Those inept legislators who really don't have anything to do with the people, they have already filled the people, they want to use people to buy sympathy from the people. So the government has to be very careful in the way they move about doing this, right? You craft a law or city ordinance telling the people, look, we're not stopping you from worshiping. where someone right stops and where other is where someone else's begins, right? So if you're serving your God, serve your God in all, don't disturb other people. Other people got to know where serving the God. Your speaker, your whatever, something, let it be a sound on a room temperature. Keep your speaker in your church. And that sound should not be something that should come out to disturb other people are sleeping. Craft a law that they can better understand and then go around to educate the people, make them understand why this law is important. Make some jingles, do some commercial, do some jingles that they can see that how someone's sleeping and the church sound and the that woke up from bed because of the church sound. So that people can see that practical, a way that they can see that someone noise can disturb someone who is having that time trying to relax or something like that. So with the noise, there are ways that you get me feeling now. My last with the noise, they can try to find ways that they can they can quiet down the noise. So that, and again, I want to send my heartfelt condolences to the government and the people of Ghana for the tragic loss of their government officials. It was a sad day in Ghana today after that fatal helicopter crash. Our heart goes to the family, of those victims. Great people, young people, patriotic Ghanaians who were doing their job, serving their country, and tragically they lost their life. Not even sick, nothing. They just it just
remind me of the days of Jote.
Yeah, Jote.
How they died.
Yeah, they died. So it's a reminder to all of us sitting on this platform that tomorrow is never promised. Tomorrow is not promised. So we should cautiously enjoy our life, like it's our last, but cautiously enjoy your life. It's your last, today. Because you
can be falling like it's 1999.
You could go to sleep tonight and you could say, oh, Momo was on the show, blah, blah, blah. Oh, this guy was just propounding on the show tonight.
You will see me holding stick like
this. No, Momo, you'll be here forever, brother.
To be alive is a privilege and not a right.
You'll be here forever, brother. I will. We have to go face that country. After facing that country in 35 years.
I can walk in people on the show and I go enjoy it. Go second.
Yeah, but are you back to
your anything they probably want to do now after another 45 years, they probably can do it too.
He can go ahead.
But look, I mean, they life too sweet, whatever. But look, absolutely, I totally agree with everything I was saying today. And this is beautiful, man. We come here, there's a competing ideas and belief and all of that stuff that we try to share and try to give our shared perspective on issues, respectfully, right? But let me say this, man. There's noise in Liberia. Liberia is noisy. Mm-hmm. Liberia is one of the noisiest countries I've ever seen, bro. I mean, I can give you lists of things that make noise in Liberia. The taxi driver, the motorbike riders, the keke, the trucks, the wheelbarrow burning. Then follow that by the churches, the mosques, your Lone Star Mini, your Orange Mini, your Lone Star data, your Orange data, recharge. I mean, that thing is everywhere, bro. I mean, you think it's enough that you can get from the junction, but the moment you enter your house, someone just behind your door, just put on autoplay. I think just banging a whole day, right? So there's a need that will have some city ordinance. Nobody survives in that kind of noise. It's not even good for your mental health. Yeah. It's not good. For you to be getting that whole every day, so you get banging your ear, like it's not good. That's why you see a lot of people, they are mentally unstable. It's not because of I'm not a civil war now. This is definitely what is happening with all this noise. Now, all the bars in the street too, in the community, then too, don't want to got their boom box and also too, placing the music like crazy.
Yeah, I hope they will regulate those too.
Oh my God, man. Hey, you get to some kind of junction, right? All the stores then there for some reason, I think Boomba is like a Everybody got their boomba. Everybody playing their own music. You can't even understand which one. Somebody playing Panto. Somebody playing Bucky Raw. Christoph. I mean, the music and jet intertwine each other. Like it's so. Then they all the noise they do. They just recharge. I mean, look, bro. I was like, yo, this is crazy. You cannot sustain a country like that. All right. So let have a pause time. I'm saying this right. You got young children in the country. How children are even studying in our country when you get that kind of noise? And people are studying, and there's no cutoff point. Okay, this thing can continue as long as midnight. No cutoff point. So I mean, you can't live in a country like that. Then you leave and you go to other country, you don't see these things. And today he said something here today that is absolutely spot on, bro. Those zoning things, they have to be reinforced. There's no way you can have a factory in the middle. How can
you do that?
You have a factory in the middle of a residential zone. It don't make sense.
Yeah.
You cannot have a factory right by the school. Sometimes the children out for recess, right? Mm-hmm. The children, you see them with literally in the population. Like everybody, like give them that space for school. Yeah. Not everybody will go for school license, right? That's why America, before you open business, what happened?
You gotta get
they want to know the type of business.
Yeah.
Right? And then after that, even
where you planning those? Yeah.
What are you planning to do? You have to tell them, and they will tell you, "Oh no, this business
cannot be here." Yeah, true.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like they will tell you that, and they will suggest to you where you can take it. But like, bro, somebody want to open mechanic shop across the street from the school, opening. Why they put beating their iron, they train in the classroom, interfering with education? Nobody cares. Well, you know what I mean? Like that constant banging is not even good for a year. So there's so many things we need to fix. And I understand, brother, when things start to get better, when people start to get jobs and stuff like that, these things will start to ease out a little bit. There'll be natural, but actually it can be a natural transformation. It actually has to be man-made transformation at this point. Somebody have to reinforce this.
Because man-made backed up.
Always great being on here with you guys. Morris, Tule, obviously, Amy, the greatest host of late night television.
Yeah, okay. She always on time.
Thank you guys. I appreciate it. Yeah, so we you guys said it all right. If we regulating the religious certain, we got to do with the club, and we can just let them want to be whatever they want to do, and then we regulate
everybody across the board.
Yeah, you cannot do that. It won't even know. They'll be like, I can't devil worship. The club member open, but the church is a must. They will not open, so that'll be another noise too. So it gotta be across the board. I know people will come out and try to make it like, oh, propaganda. This is a bad thing. This is a thing, but no, it's not. We shoot, and there's the only thing. Yeah,
we needed to come back.
In Liberia, like you can say, huh?
That's when the law gotta come back, man. Because
there's no way in Liberia you can say, okay, this is a middle class. This is rich neighborhood. This is residential. This is fashion. This is everybody. You can have your 10-story building and somebody put a little onesie around here. Like everybody going. I think that you call us the home of the land of the free.
Yeah, I mean, it's just
because America is free, but it's not free. Liberia is free. Anybody can do anything they want to do that, and it just. I felt like I was in a zoo when I was down there. I saw the guy. I was like, where am I? Everybody just doing their own, especially in the traffic. Oh my God, I almost went crazy. But yeah, they have a lot to we have a lot to do. The government has a lot to consider as well. Since we are rebranding this new Liberia that we're seeing and things that are happening that we haven't seen since 1847 George. So we pray to get to that too. But with that, thank you guys for coming, for being here with us. And let's play, what's her name? Kitty. Let's play her last one, and then we all can call it a night. After that, please go to, I hope this is not a problem that I'm playing it from this site. This is a single.
That audio, man.
I love me. I'm okay, girl. I love me. Can nobody tell me? Can nobody tell me? I do what I do. I do what I do. Ain't nothing you can tell me. Nothing you can tell me. I make my own rules. Do what I want to. I wanna tell you that I don't need your words. I don't need your touch. I don't need your loving. No, I don't need no one calling me out one, testing me. You want me? I'm okay, cause bitch I love me. 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 Used to think I needed you, but I don't need to be approved. Looking at myself through you only made me more confused.
That will be it, and that is the song called BITCH. I Like Me. I'm not gonna do it. So that is it, and that is Kitty Janet. Go to Automatic, and if you like the song, support her. Liberian sisters trying to do her thing. Let's support her, and she'll be on here later this week or next week to talk about her songs. So yeah, that's all we have for tonight. Thank you guys for coming. Thank you, Wilson. Thank you, George. You're supposed to be up here, not down there. Lane Lacroix and everyone else. Sorry, what are you doing down there? Francis, Vasco, and everyone. We appreciate you. And for those who we cannot see, who are not commenting, but so still, you see, we're doing their sound. We still love you. We still appreciate you and thank you. Keep sharing, as even for other people to see it. And we will meet back here, God's willing, tomorrow. Thank you.
Remember.